So fun fact, back when we were watching all these movies originally, I used to like take all the original songs and I had a giant spreadsheet and I would rank them. Right. I'm like, which DCOMs are the best songs? The opening number of this movie was my bottom song. This is hundreds of songs I was ranking. I said, this one is the worst. This movie by far had the lowest average score, and it also was just the bottom of the list.
It's bad opening song, and yeah, the music in here is not good.
It's so bad.
No, it's bad.
And again, this is coming from the High School Musical franchise, which is like genuinely pretty good music.
So good.
It's had multiple Billboard top hits.
Yeah.
No, the opening song was like 90% auto-tune.
Yeah.
And like the only good part about it was the dog.
Yeah.
The dog
Guess
was
what?
good.
The Talent Scout found that out.
Exactly. And that really just launched the whole movie. So maybe
Yeah.
that's they were trying to do that, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're like,
It's
she
purposefully
sucks.
bad.
She
Yeah.
sucks, but the dog was awesome.
Yeah.
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 Shout out, boy.
Shout out
Absolute
boy.
legend.
Shout out boy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, presumably.
Oh, I think so.
It's been 15 years
Why
since
didn't
this
you-
movie came out.
It's
Okay,
a small
he's
dog
dead.
though.
He's dead.
No, but like him and Countess's love could literally never die. So
That's true. It goes on forever.
Yeah, I mean, they probably had so many kids because that's what dogs do.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like
so
the
many.
dogs of yore, where in early Hollywood you would just like have these acting dog families that when one died they wouldn't say because they would lose the star power of these dogs, and that's why there's like 8 Rin Tin Tins.
So they keep replacing them.
Yeah.
I am curious if this is the same dog as the other High School Musical movies.
Google and everything I can find says it is, but I also couldn't find very much definitive, which makes me more concerned about it. Especially
Wasn't it Kenny Ortega's
that's
dog?
the thing. In High School Musical 2 and 3, it's explicitly Kenny Ortega's dog, and he doesn't really have any use in this film.
No.
Kenny Ortega, the director of the original trilogy, doesn't really have any involvement with Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Which makes me think it's a different
Which
dog.
makes me think it's a different dog, but Disney ain't telling us that.
So Boy's an imposter is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Wow. That actually undercuts a lot of this movie, to be honest.
If they couldn't land the most important person to bring back for Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
It ain't Ashley Tisdale.
No.
You know what? It ain't Ashley Tisdale.
It is definitely not.
We
It's
know
actually French.
what?
She changed her name a month ago. I am not joking.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, I heard about that.
Wait, she did?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this you're going to include.
Well, I feel like now we should give the episode. Intro, please. Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm BenG.
I'm Kelsey,
We're the DCOM duo.
and we're liars because we said we were going to watch the Even Stevens movie, and we did not. We totally changed our minds, and we watched Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure instead.
Sorry, we had the opportunity to record with a lovely guest who was very adamant it had to be Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. That's the movie that we had to watch.
We gave
Except
you-
nothing else.
We gave you lots of opportunity to change, and you're like, no, it's going to be Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
I was very committed.
Welcome, Kevin, to the podcast.
Hello. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Heck yeah. Kevin was one of our roommates back in Jank House. I don't know how much you were there for our
I think
DCOM
you were
stuff,
gone the entire time we were watching DCOMs.
Yeah, I kind of came back, and then there was just a whole ranking up on the wall. And like the concept of it was there from the beginning because you guys would watch a lot of them as housemates and
It's
stuff.
a lot of movies.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it transitioned into Disney Channel movies specifically.
Yeah, and that's when it really accelerated because I think I came back one summer and I was like, what happened to this wall here?
There's a lot of sticky notes on the wall
A
now.
lot of sticky notes, but it looked great. It looked great.
Heck yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
And then you moved out.
It did.
So, yeah, I don't know if you came back much for the DCOMs.
I think I caught one or two.
Maybe a few, yeah.
But not
Not this one.
And fun fact about me, which sort of impacts my take on this, I've never seen any of the High School Musical movies either.
Crazy.
Which is
Insane.
how many people can you get onto a podcast that are willing to watch Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure and talk about it without having seen any High School Musical film? This may be a first.
It's a unique perspective, that's for sure.
I do like that you're going based on this movie alone. Nothing about Sharpay in the past. You're like, who is Sharpay right now?
Do you know anything about the High School Musical franchise outside of from cultural osmosis?
Yeah, I mean, just that there was one guy who played basketball.
Uh,
He got his head in the game a lot. And
yes, he did.
he also sang a lot somehow. And I assume that there was probably some love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was probably Sharpay based off of her vibe and this.
She wanted it to be.
Well, Sharpay tried to insert herself, especially in the second one. She's like, I want to date Troy. But Troy was such a simp for Gabriella that it was never going to happen.
Okay.
But she did try to insert herself
Okay.
because Troy's the most popular guy at school.
Like Troy's Troy.
Yeah, he's Troy Bolton.
Yeah.
So
That's
obviously,
Troy Bolt.
that is Troy Bolton. And she's Sharpay Evans. So, like, it would make sense if they dated.
Oh, she was also the most popular.
Well, she's
thinks
rich.
she was.
Okay, yeah. That was kind of the vibe I was getting. Is she
Yeah.
like really she kind of believed
She's
it into
in
an
a-
existence?
She's
Yeah.
a stereotypical mean girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is more depth to her character beyond that, but like for generic understanding, it's like tropey mean girl.
Yeah, I can give
There.
you a quick rundown of the three movies. In the first one, she's like head of the drama department with her twin brother Ryan. They're super rich, right? So their family probably funds the whole program too.
Okay.
And Troy and Gabriella are like, what if we try out for the musical? And Sharpay's like, what the fuck? These guys are cramping my style. This is my department.
Yep.
So she like tries to sabotage their audition a little bit,
Okay.
but it
So
ends
this
up
is a
not.
theme for her that she
Yeah.
consistently does.
Yes. She tries to sabotage their audition by making like their basketball game and their science thing at the same time as the callbacks, but it doesn't
Mhm.
work. And they come and do the callback anyway and they get the part.
Got it.
And she ends the movie kind of like, well, congratulations. Like, just a little bit of redemption, maybe, but like not really, because it's the end of the movie and they had like no time to do that. And then in the second one, it's summer. She's going to the country club that her dad owns,
Mhm.
right? And she's just like living it up. And then Troy and all the other students get jobs there. And Sharpay's like, I want to date Troy. I want to perform with Troy. Fuck Gabriella. I hate her. And so she's just like sabotaging their relationship and getting Troy like promoted and stuff. While
That's a
everyone
power
else,
dynamic.
yeah,
Yeah.
while
That is a
everyone
quid
else,
pro quo if I've ever seen
Yeah,
it.
So the thing about Sharpay Evans is when she wants something, she has the power and the finances
hmm
and like the determination to put the pieces in place to get what she wants.
yeah,
And does it ever work how it should? No, but there is a lot you could actually look up to in how hard she works for some of this stuff.
yeah. But in the end, Troy chooses his friends and his girlfriend and kind of leaves Sharpay behind. And then she's kind of left humiliated and alone. But they welcome her back into the final group number, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm with you guys now. Good for you guys." She kind of turns a little bit of a leaf, kind of like the first one. And then in the third one, it's senior year. She really doesn't do much in this one. She has a whole song about "I want it all. I want to be famous," and she tries to like rope in her brother back onto her side a little bit.
Oh, so Troy stole her brother too?
A little
A
bit.
little bit. Her brother kind of went to the
Her-
other side.
Her brother had like the whole redemption arc of the second movie,
Yeah.
basically.
Because Sharpay pushed him aside for Troy. So
Whoa.
he's like, fine, I'll go hang out with them. I'll play baseball
Whoa.
with them. And he
And-
has a whole baseball number with
And
them.
it's incredibly gay.
And it's really gay.
That is like a little bit of so she's like, get out of the way, brother.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get with this dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird dynamic.
It is weird.
Their family dynamic may need to be looked into a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So then the third one, she like kind of entices him of like, let's go for it all together. And he's like, okay. But then nothing really comes of it. Like she does, like Gabriella kind of leaves, but not really because of Sharpay.
The third movie doesn't have a plot, and that's really where a lot of my issues come to it. With the third movie, High School Musical, is the single movie that we have the biggest disagreement on, myself and Kelsey,
Yeah.
on how good it is.
Yeah.
And it's because there is no plot, and we can both agree on that. And it's
That's
just a
true.
disagreement on how bad that is.
Yeah. But the way Sharpay's story ends is like the whole movie, she kind of wants to go to Juilliard, but then there's this little freshman British bitch who's like trying to steal her spotlight because Sharpay's about to graduate. And she's like, no, this is my department. So instead of going to college, she's like, I'm going to stay here for a year and help Miss Darbus run the drama department.
Oh, and this is where the
And this is
That
where we
was-
pick up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So that's the context beforehand if you need it. That's good for
Yeah.
anyone else that's in the same position as Kevin.
That
within
needs
here.
a recap on Sharpay.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah.
But
So anyway, um, we always like to ask our guests what your history with DCOMs are. Did you watch them as a kid at all?
nope, I did not have any cable access, so I didn't watch any
Really?
Disney really, unless it was like release on DVD sort of thing.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, I pretty much missed all of the DComs, besides the ones that I've watched with you guys.
Yeah. That's why you
Um,
haven't seen High School Musical.
It's same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So kind of missed that section. So definitely come at it with a little bit different experience than probably most people.
Yeah, well, now with
No
Disney
nostalgia
Plus, you can
associated.
catch up on everything you missed.
I know it's right there in
Also,
front of me.
shout out to Kevin. We use his Disney Plus
Yes,
account
we use your Disney
very actively, like, to do this podcast.
But every week.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you for the password sharing on.
Thank
Yup,
you.
We
yup.
could totally pay for it ourselves, but we don't because you do it for
Because
us.
you
Exactly.
do
Hey,
it
that's
for
what
us.
we do it for. You know, that
You-
started as the Jank House's account too.
Yes, it did. Yep.
which was pretty funny.
We've used it the whole time.
I love
So-
that on that account. There's everyone just has the weirdest profile names, and
Yeah.
it makes sense.
And you had to
It's
switch
wonderful.
the
We all
account.
know.
Yeah, you had to switch the account, and I miss all the old profiles. 'Cause
I
some of them
know.
went away.
It really made me sad. It's because I
Used your
got a
school
streaming
account.
bundle, and it was my
Yeah.
school email
Yeah.
and everything.
We don't
so-
have our school emails anymore.
so
They got rid of them.
Stupid Minnesota.
Yeah, they were fun though. The little
I
profiles.
know. I had a good time.
Yeah,
Still, I think I still have the same one that I used to. Right?
I think so.
yeah.
I
There are
think I
some that
recreated mine.
I changed mine. I used to be Beaker from the Muppets,
Yep.
the Meep,
Yep.
but then they added all the Bluey characters.
So you jumped.
So I jumped, and now I'm Bing Bong with Bingo. And that's what our dog's named after, so I had to.
Yep.
My favorite one of those old accounts was the one profile that was titled literally me. And it was the character from
Me.
Strange World, which is a film I don't know anyone who's ever watched.
But
So-
someone who had your account was like, "That's me, me."
That's so funny.
And BB-8 was Potato.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Which that was Tate, right?
Yeah.
That made sense.
That's still on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he pays me 1 cent a year for access to that account.
Nice. You're really just an investor in our podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Here from the ground floor.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah.
All right. Do we have any? I don't think we have fan mail.
No fan mail today unless something happened in like the last 10 minutes, which I don't think it did. But if you have fan mail and you want to send it to us, please feel free to do so. That you can email us at thedcomduo@gmail.com or like comment on YouTube or use the Spotify Q&A feature or something else.
Yeah.
We appreciate anyone that wants to talk about anything about Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, about any other DCOM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even Steven's movie. We haven't covered that yet.
Well, you
that's
can
next
write
week.
about it. We'll talk about it.
Well, we got news at the end of the episode. I don't think it's going to be the next one either, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I jumped the gun on that.
All
It
right.
might be. The plans could fall apart. If
Well-
plans fall apart, it's
Yeah.
even Stevens.
That's true. We'll discuss that at the end of the episode.
All right, with that, I can move into the factos.
Heck yeah.
See it.
All right, so Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure is the 84th DCOM.
Mm.
It released April 19th, 2011 on DVD and Blu-ray. And then a month later, it aired on Disney Channel on May 22nd, 2011.
That's so weird. They went
It's-
on DVD
yeah.
first.
It's the only DCOM to go DVD first. I'm sure they just were like, hey, this can actually make hella money if we pretend it's exclusive to DVD for a little bit. Because
people will buy
people
it.
know the High School Musical franchise. It just made, in like 2009, $200 million in theaters.
With
High
High
School
School
Musical 3 did.
Dang.
Yeah.
It was a rousing success for the company, even if it's not like a major franchise thing within there. So they were capitalizing on that, and yeah, they capitalized pretty well. That in the first 6 weeks, which is roughly the time that the DVD was an exclusive way to watch the film, it made $7 million in sales.
Is that a lot for DVDs?
I have no idea, but that's 400,000 copies sold.
That's a lot of DVDs.
It
And at a
probably
minimum,
is,
that's
yeah.
a lot of money.
That was probably right when DVDs were about to go out of fashion too.
Yeah.
But they were still just enough in fashion in 2011.
The director of this film is Michael Lembeck. Other films that he's done that I thought were notable were He did the second and third films in the franchise of The Santa Claus.
Hell yeah, the second one's the best one.
The Santa Claus, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just watched that for the first time
Oh,
this
yeah?
last winter.
Just the first one?
No, first and second.
Good. Because I like the second one.
The second one is much better.
Yes. I
he
like the
directed
second one.
that.
The third one isn't
Which,
that good if you don't want.
Inspired work, I'd say.
I
It
think
makes sense that they're directed by the same person.
Yeah.
He also directed Tooth Fairy.
With Dwayne.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He also
hockey
directed
player.
The Click, which
I have seen that. Yep.
Classic.
The Click. Yeah. Very girly pop movie of like the late 2000s. I would say, yes.
other than that, he's probably best known for he directed 24 episodes of Friends, including winning a Primetime Emmy for directing the post Super Bowl episode, the most watched episode of Friends.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
that's like a kind of big deal,
Yeah.
just in both ways within there. He's
Big
done a
TV credit.
a lot of other TV shows. He's done stuff like Everybody Loves Raymond, Major Dad, Baby Daddy, among other things. Don't know if they're all dad related, but
It's got a niche.
yeah.
Yeah, he likes dads.
He was nominated for a Directors Guild Award for this film, which is kind of funny to me for children's program. I think it's just kind of
Okay.
funny because, like, I don't think the directing's necessarily good in this.
No, and also, I feel like this movie sends pretty bad messages to kids.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, we will get into
Yeah,
that.
I think the moral of this film, I mean,
Is
they're trying
wrong.
so hard to like sane wash a character that was always just a wacky, like
Kind of a foil.
The whole
foil
thing was
character
like,
that was like never supposed to be a real, more complex character.
yeah, she's evil most of the movie and then she turns a heel. Then she's evil again and then she turns a heel. Like, that's Sharpay every movie. And now she's the main character.
She was never designed as a main character, and like I think Sharpay Evans is an all-time Disney Channel character. She's incredible within High School Musical 1 and 2. It's
Yeah.
just like doing the exact thing she needs to do.
Mhm.
It's a really well-written role for that, but it's never been a main character energy.
No.
So it's weird to see it within here. He was Michael Lembeck, the director, is the son of the popular actor, comedian Harvey Lembeck, who was in a bunch of stuff in like the 60s.
Mhm.
The most recent projects that Michael Lembeck's done was he did the 2022 Nickelodeon original film Snow Day, starring Jerry Trainer, I believe.
2022.
Yeah.
Very
And
trained. He's a
2021 film called The J Team, which was like a JoJo Siwa film about her getting kicked out of a dance troupe and
In
presumably making her
2021?
own. Yeah.
Wow. That she's also so old at that point. Like,
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay.
These were like the capitalizing stuff, and he hasn't done anything since those. So
All right.
I think he just might be out of work.
Yeah.
Playing our main girl, Sharpay Evans, is Ashley French. Notably, she was notably previously named Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah. Ashley
but
Tisdale.
in November 2025, after 11 years of marriage, she took her husband's last name.
After 11 years?
Oh, when you guys said that fact earlier, I thought you meant that was her first name that she changed.
Oh, no.
No.
She's French Tisdale.
Okay, I was
Ashley French.
Ashley French.
French. Okay,
Yeah.
She's just done with, I think I heard there's drama. She's like done with like the High School Musical stuff. She's like, I don't want any part of it. I'm going to change my name. Like, she's just over it for some reason.
From what I could find, it's less
Interesting.
drama stuff. It was more she's like, I'm already this in every part of my personal life. And I think she's just kind of satisfied with where her career is at in a lot of ways.
She goes by Ashley French in her personal life, not Ashley Tisdale, who everybody knows who that is.
Well, like, she probably wants her kids to have the same last name as her. Similar
Okay,
thing you've talked
it's
about.
different when you're a celebrity. It's different when you're a celebrity. Come on.
I agree. It's kind of wild to hear try and call her Ashley French when she's so ingrained as Ashley Tisdale. And like,
Yeah.
she is still actively doing a lot of stuff. She's the role of Candace on Phineas and Ferb,
Which is now back.
which is back actively airing
Thank
right
God.
now.
Yeah.
Great show,
Been
great
long
role
enough.
within that. Ashley French is just an absolute icon of the Disney Channel. She was in High School Musical 1 through 3. She executive produced this movie as well as Cloud 9, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
She was Maddie on Sweet Life and Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
She had a reasonably successful music career, nothing that big, especially outside of the High School Musical franchise. Nothing from this movie did that well.
Yeah.
Ashley French to me is like a classic case of someone who is decent enough at singing to do a singing role in like TV or movie, but not good enough to have a solo career out of it.
Yeah, I've always thought that about her voice, where I'm like,
She doesn't have the star power in her
right,
voice.
like it's technically good, but I actually don't think it's that good of a singing voice.
Every time it was like actually clearly her voice, I was like, kind of hit or miss.
And the
Yeah.
songwriting
Kinda hit
in
or
this
miss.
movie was worse of it than it was in
Definitely
like
left her
High School
pretty
Musical
exposed.
or even Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like they
think,
use those roles better.
and I think the songs are just so much worse in this than they
Yeah.
are in High School Musical or Phineas and Ferb. So,
Yeah. She got her start as a small role in A Bug's Life.
hmm
She was the main role of Scary Movie 5.
okay.
Those are some.
That was her.
Yeah.
And are you a big Scary Movie 5 fan?
No, I've just seen it, and that's really just a funny connection.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know how you jump from that to this or that. That's crazy.
And she's had consistent work, but like not very much outside of her very successful Disney career. She's just a Disney Channel icon, really. And I think she, like, that's her legacy within here. She did very well in a very specific niche. Probably couldn't escape bigger than that.
Yeah. I think she tried, like, to be on, like, a sitcom here or there.
Yeah. Like everyone, her ambitions were probably bigger, but
Yeah.
she could be a big fish in this pond. And I don't think she can even be a small fish in a lot of others.
So Sharpay would have been disappointed in
Oh,
actually French.
yeah.
Yes. And like there's a world.
Tough, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But again, I think her performance of Sharpay in general is extremely well done. She knows what that character is better than basically anyone else.
Yeah. It's just flanderized in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Peyton Leverett, the guy who's just holding a camera and filming strangers until it happens to be Sharpay, is, believe it or not, Austin Butler.
Yep. That was crazy when I just looked up the cast list.
Yeah. Austin Butler, who's
Butler.
now, like, kind of an A-list.
He is an A-lister. He's undeniably an A-lister at this point.
It's crazy that his career went that way because he did start out doing, like, kid stuff.
Yeah,
kids
he
media.
started off with Zoe's 101, Ned's Declassified. He also did stuff like Switch to Burst and the Carrie Diaries. That was a lot of his early career.
Uh-huh.
And he was in this as well. He's probably best known for playing Elvis in Elvis. Got an Oscar nom for that. Was very close to winning.
2021 was that?
Something like that.
Something like
He was very close to winning Best Actor.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Probably second
And
that year.
let me tell you, his voice since playing Elvis is deeper now.
It's very funny to listen to him in this movie where he has a much lighter voice than the Austin.
Austin.
That is what he does. He's got major critical acclaim for a lot of different roles. The ones that I wrote down here were Dune Part 2, Plot Stealing, The Bike Riders, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You wrote Caught Stealing twice.
I probably meant to write something else.
Caught Stealing, The Bike Riders, Caught Stealing.
There's a lot of stuff.
That movie.
There's a lot of stuff that he has done within here
Yeah.
that I could have written about. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's a crazy cast to look back at because, like,
Yeah, I watched that.
there's a ton of minor character roles that are like A-listers now. Martin Qualley was in that. Sydney Sweeney was in that.
Mikey
Mikey Madison was in that.
Yeah, and she's an Oscar winner now.
Yeah. These are
Yeah.
like some huge actors nowadays that
Had like small
roles in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I've not seen the movie. It's really funny to me.
Who was he in that movie? Was he one of the cultists?
Yeah, he was one of like the Mason family.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Crazy.
The other note I have down for Austin Butler was at the time of this filming, in this movie, and then for like 7 years after, like from 2011 to 2018, he was dating Vanessa Hudgens.
That's crazy. She's like married now.
He's Gabriella in High School Musical.
And she's
Yeah.
Now she's married to a different guy though.
Yeah, she's married to like a mediocre baseball player.
Yeah.
nice.
But she dated Austin Butler for like 7 years.
They just
Yeah.
didn't make it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I believe he's
That's
single
wild.
now.
And I asked BenG this last night when we watched the movie. Do you think she respected him for doing this role? Like, she was in the original franchise, but it was miles better than this.
And yeah, she sat there and she's like, "You really came back and did this.
You
one?
did
looked at
this.
this script.
You
You're
did
like,
this
"Yes."
straight to DVD.
I will again note Vanessa Hudgens was going to be in this movie. Like they were working out a cameo appearance for her. No other person in the cast I can see that, and I think it's because her and Austin Butler were dating.
Yeah.
She's probably on set anyways, and they're like, "We should
But they
do
said
something."
They said they couldn't figure out the time because she was too busy promoting other
So
projects.
she probably wasn't on set. Otherwise, they would have thrown her. I think they would have thrown her in the audience of the final number.
Either
probably.
of the final number or of the opening number.
Yeah.
One of the two either could have worked.
But like, why would Gabriella be there? She's going to No, she's going to Stanford.
Yeah.
She's going to school in Stanford.
Sometimes you just got to support your friends.
You're not
Not
friends. But I agree.
I mean, maybe at the end of the third movie they pretended they were friends, but at the second movie they are not friends at all.
Is Redemption arc.
Miss tried to steal your man.
Is Austin Butler, where does he rank? I'm trying to think, like, for people size at the time that we did the podcast on, the only person I can think that beats him is Sabrina Carpenter.
Who's like blown up.
Yeah.
Just for music, though.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
much less
yeah.
for acting within there. For acting, I don't know if there are many serious actors within that. Obviously, we've covered Zac Efron. He's
Are you
always
saying
been big.
Yeah, you're saying just since we started the podcast?
Yeah, but like right now, Austin Butler, when we're recording it now, is bigger than Zac Efron has been in either of the times that we recorded High School Musical 1, 2, or 3.
And that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, considering Zac Efron.
It's Zac Efron, but now Austin Butler's just blown up. He's huge now. He was Oscar nominated.
Yeah,
He's in multiple Oscar films because he's in Elvis and Dune Part 2.
yeah, it's great in both of them.
He's great in both of them. He's like had the shaved head and the white skin. In Dune Part 2 is crazy. We're like, that's Austin. I'm Austin.
I'm Austin.
I'm Austin.
Yeah, and he's just actually a really good actor, and you wouldn't have been able to tell it from this film.
No.
He's the only character within here
So,
that I don't think is like 100% just a trope of a character.
The only thing
Even then,
but
he
he's
still is.
he's his whole thing was just ridiculous.
he's so weird. He's so smitten with Sharpay, and the only way I can like justify it in my brain is if the whole time he's just playing her to make a movie that's actually making fun of her.
Yes,
You think that's the plot twist that's coming at some point,
But it's not, because that would be a different movie.
That's King Charming.
That's King Charming, which is a different DCOM.
no, he was like actually into her from the jump, and she was
Yeah.
the worst to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not the worst, but not great.
Like
She was bad to
those
him.
first 2 days, I like. Why was he still talking to her?
Why was he painting her apartment?
Yeah, crazy. She's just sitting there like videoing him just doing work for him.
Yeah.
What?
She's like, you're gonna carry my bags and paint my apartment.
And he's like, okay,
Okay, I love you.
kind of wild.
Yeah, actually.
Moving on to the role of Amber Lee Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Goodman played Amber Lee Adams. She had small recurring roles on 90210, Sweet Life of Zach Cody, and Disaster Date. There's not much else that I could recognize, and she's done nothing in the last 6 years, so not too much to talk about within there.
She didn't seem like a star to me. I bet she had fun playing this.
That
very
seemed like the
tropey
most
role.
fun role to play within there, where you just
Yeah.
get to go yell at a bunch of dogs.
Yeah, it seemed pretty fun.
Yeah, no, that was pretty
Stupid
hilarious.
mutts. Whatever.
I don't know what her deal was with dogs.
She's crazy.
Like they're not going to steal the show. It's just a dog.
It's just a dog.
She was threatened.
I know.
I can't imagine having anybody else in like a real human in a character role with her. She probably was terrible to work with.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Playing the role of Roger Ellison, the 11-year-old owner, of Countess.
Roger Ellison the third.
Roger Ellison the third.
He crushes this role.
He
I'll
does.
just say
Bradley
that.
Stephen Perry.
How old was he during the filming of this?
I don't
I
have
don't
that.
know. He probably was
He's
around like
probably around that age.
12, 13.
He was a part of the main cast of Good Luck Charlie at the time,
Okay.
which
Mhm.
Good Luck Charlie, basically, from my recollection, is probably the best acted of the Disney Channel sitcoms within there.
Okay.
Everyone is doing their part pretty much accurately, and this kid, Bradley Stephen Perry, I don't think he's had like any success as an adult actor, because I think it's the exact failure / success of someone like Ashley Tisdale within here, where it's you are really good as a child actor, but the things you're good at are stuff that matter way less as an adult, because I feel like I can't take you seriously at all.
Yep.
But you're fun to watch as a kid because you're able to just like play up some of these little silly things.
No, I thought he had the best acted role in the movie.
Yeah, he did a good job for what he was doing. He had fun with it.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
He's also in Disney XD shows Lab Rats, Mighty Med, and the Disney XD original film Pants on Fire.
There's a Disney XD original.
There are
film?
multiple Disney XD original
I
films.
was not aware of these.
Wow.
That's
We do
DLC
not. We do not
content to
count them.
come.
Yeah, we don't count them.
He had a recurring role in Descendants: Wicked World as Zevon, the son of Yzma.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is that like the animated one?
Yeah.
Son of Yzma. That's so fun. Why didn't they do that live action?
Good question. I found interesting. Dated Sabrina Carpenter for a couple years.
Oh my god!
What a fumble.
I mean, they were on Disney Channel around
They
the
were on
same
Disney
time.
Channel around the same
It
time.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I bet he's kicking himself for that one.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I wonder how he feels about her music
Well,
nowadays.
it says he got married a few months ago,
Yeah,
so maybe
he-
he's not kicking
he,
himself.
he got he got married, I believe, in September within here to
Still a
Natasha Burr, who is the daughter of the Full House actress for DJ, the character,
Yeah.
Candace Cameron Bure, as well as the NHL player Val Bure.
Oh, Candace married a hockey player.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
And then this guy's like, "Let me get in with that daughter.
yeah.
Get that
He
Full House money."
hasn't done much acting since 2020. I think he had like one credit in something
Okay.
this year.
He's married now.
He's a busy man.
And he's like, "Dang, I let go of Sabrina Carpenter."
Yeah,
Dang.
honestly, he's definitely kicking himself. That's a tough one.
Despite us praising his performance within here, much like High School Musical 1, this is actually a Drew C. lead role. As in, he didn't sing for himself. That was someone else's voice doing the singing.
I'm not surprised at all.
This is Sean Molko. He had basically no credits that I could find, but I did find an Instagram reel from his own like personal page where he called this song the highlight of his career. So I assume he
Tough.
didn't really do that much.
Me and my girl and me, highlight of my career.
That is tough.
That's really tough.
He was like, yeah, the casting call said sound like Justin Bieber, so I tried.
And then they did a Justin Bieber song, but you didn't sing that one.
Nope.
It didn't sound close enough.
The director of the Broadway show is director Gil Sams. He's played by Alec Mappa.
Okay.
He had notable recurring roles on Half and Half, Ugly Betty, Desperate Housewife, Switched at Birth, Henry Danger, among other shows.
Yes, I was watching this movie. I'm like, I know him.
Yeah.
God, he's so familiar, and it's because I watched.
He just has a
Yeah.
lot of credits on a lot
Yeah.
of things. He's like one of those
Getting around.
character actors in a lot of ways that's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's also done a lot of stuff with RuPaul's Drag Race
Oh,
as like a guest and a contributor. I think he hosts one of their official podcasts.
that's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah. He also has done some stand-up stuff and some Broadway shows to pretty decent success.
Cool.
Playing the writer Neil Roberts is Jack Plotnick. He had recurring roles in shows like Ellen, Mindhunter,
Oh.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Oh.
Grace and Frankie, Reno 911, Hell of a Boss, which is like a very random assortment of stuff. I think he's one of those, you can get me for whatever role you want type of guys.
I'll do whatever.
A lot of minor credits and usually notable projects.
Mhm. Cool.
I mean, they were the comic relief in this film.
Yeah,
You know,
I thought they were fun.
yeah, they provided a little interesting change up from some of the other stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
I'll go through some of these people quick because everyone else here is barely in the film other than the dogs, which I also did my research on.
Yeah,
Nice.
honestly, having you going over these characters made me realize how few characters there were in this movie.
That actually matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like literally 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Curtis Brown reprised his role as Vance Evans, the dad. He was in High School Musical 2 and 3. He's also in Xenon, the sequel.
Yep.
He's largely a stage actor, but he's like done a bunch of TV and film credits. He was doing stuff like Switched at Birth, Handmaid's Tale, Station 19, Raining Places.
A lot of Switch at Birth because there's also the director guy, and then Austin Butler himself was in.
Yeah.
Switch at Birth. It's crazy.
That's
Lucas
crazy.
Gabriel,
Which it was an
Yeah.
ABC Family, which is owned at like very close
Yeah.
parent companies because Disney owns both of them.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
just a lot of weird connections with like this and that specifically.
Jessica Tuck reprised her role as Darby Evans as the mom. She was in High School Musical 2 and 3 as well. She's done some TV shows like One Life to Live, Judging Amy, Upload, True Blood. Don't need to go too deep in all these. Jerry Taylor, the guy who's like, hey, I really want you to come and audition for me. I'm not telling you that it's for your dog. but it is.
Yeah, that guy.
Unbelievably manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Jerry Taylor. He's played by Pat Mastroianni. He was in both the original Degrassi and the remake of the Degrassi in the 2000s.
Okay.
That's like the same role, and that's basically all he's known for.
Mhm.
He's a main cast member of both of those.
Nice.
And I also have that Lucas Rabiel reprises his role as Ryan Evans. This is only in a very cameo role in the end credit scene that you cannot see on Disney Plus, which is weird that you can't. But it
Yeah.
was on Netflix and the original TV airing of the movie.
It was like an after credit scene.
We've talked about him enough. I don't think I need to go through his whole deal
Yeah,
again.
he's like in the High School Musical is the main thing. Also, like Halloween Town, the last two. Yeah, we've
He
talked
was in
about
the
him.
area, so they threw him in for an end credit.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he's like Sharpay's brother. So. Who
officially playing the role of boy, but I do believe in the conspiracy theory that it probably wasn't this dog, because why is Kenny Ortega not involved with this production but lets him use his dog?
Yeah,
Is Manly Pickles Ortega?
maybe he did. Maybe he was like, just take my dog.
If he's getting paid, he's getting paid.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He's like, this is a great opportunity for my dog. I need to think about him
That
and his dreams.
Manly Pickles
probably hit him with that
Ortega
line.
was in High School Musical 2 and 3, as well as Sharpay's dog boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's had guest appearances in House and Mouse, Impossible, both of those being animated roles, which is really funny to me.
They animated
Voice
Pickles.
acting?
I don't know.
They probably got
They
him marked.
probably animated his likeness.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Okay.
And then finally playing Countess, the love interest dog, is Ginger, which I could only find this on like one source, but apparently was also the love interest dog in Underdog, the movie.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
I watched that movie as
I
a kid.
also have seen that movie.
And you
I
know
did
what?
too.
They animated her mouth in that, and she talks because Underdog talks in that movie.
Yup.
Yep. Love interest. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's just really good at being like a pretty girl dog.
Yeah, she's just kind of a passenger princess dog.
Yeah.
She's along for the ride.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
I will say that I thought her audition in the movie substantially worse.
I fully
Oh my
agree.
God.
We will
Boy.
talk about that.
I totally agree.
Yep. All right.
The fun facts that I have down, first off, we already talked about the DVD Blu-ray release ahead of
Yeah.
that, but one thing I should note is the DVD, of course, had special features on it because it was made around the time that's a popular thing to do.
I miss
Yep.
those.
Yeah. It had bloopers on it. It had a featurette called The Evolution of Sharpay and a different featurette called Austin Butler Student Film. Which, like, why didn't they use his character name? But
Yeah.
also,
But he's Austin Butler.
yeah. But also, it's much more interesting nowadays when you pick the A-lister to put the name on there.
Yeah, that aged beautifully.
That did. As I already mentioned, Vanessa Hudgens almost made a cameo within the film, and the final scene with Ryan's cameo was exclusive to both TV airings and Netflix streaming showing. This is right around the time I believe Netflix streaming was actually becoming a thing,
That makes sense.
so everything was on there with it. And the soundtrack, unlike the other High School Musical related franchises, had no charting songs. Didn't chart at all.
That's not surprising at all.
Yeah, pretty terrible.
Yeah, pretty terrible.
The songs are pretty bad within here.
Oh, it's so forced as well.
Yeah, like-
they don't. Yeah.
Watching this movie, it's like, oh yeah, is this technically a musical? Oh, here's another random number. There's only like 4 songs.
Yeah.
So is it even a musical?
I
Probably not. It's a movie where they sing a couple times.
Okay, there's 5 songs, but one is My Boy and Me and the other is My Girl and Me.
And you know what? And I have
the same song.
a playlist on Spotify that's all the DCOM songs. And I do have these songs in there because I'm just putting everything in there.
Yeah.
But when I want to just listen to some DCOM music and I put it on shuffle, these songs come up and I'm like, fuck these songs.
It's to skip.
And once it was My Boy and Me and I skipped, and then it was My Girl and Me. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. This on shuffle? Are you kidding?
Another note, during the dogs falling in love scene, that's probably the best scene in the whole movie. The song Baby is being performed by Lucas Grabeel.
Mhm.
Of course, plays Ryan Evans, the High
Of
School
course.
Musical
He
franchise.
recorded a song.
He
for
recorded
it.
a song for the movie, even if he
Yeah.
wasn't really in it at all.
Nice.
Very fun.
That scene was great though.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
All right. And then I've got the Disney Plus description.
All right.
Sometimes these are just factually wrong and it's very funny.
Yeah.
Other times it's just like, why did they write this?
This
And
is- this
sometimes
looks-
it does nothing.
This looks very long.
Just how fabulous do you have to be to make it in the Big Apple? One aspiring diva is about to find out, the hard way. After a talent scout spots her performing with her dog Boy at a charity gala, Sharpay Evans, Ashley Tisdale, sets off for the bright lights of New York City, convinced that instant fame and fortune are in the bag. Designer bag, that is. But theater is a dog-eat-dog world, as she and Boys discover when they encounter the devious owner of a pampered pooch named Countess and a scheming Broadway starlet that will do anything to crush the competition. Fortunately, Sharpay also meets Peyton, Austin Butler, a handsome student filmmaker who finds Sharpay nearly as fascinating as she finds herself.
That was very accurate.
I actually really like this intro.
I actually
It's
really like
stupid in the
it.
same way the movie
It
is.
matches the energy of the movie.
This is one of the better Disney Plus descriptions, I think.
It was probably the DVD description, and then they just put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
No, that was pretty spot on. Honestly, if I just read that, I probably didn't have to watch the movie.
Probably.
True, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mention the dogs falling in love.
No,
Which is
I
a
really
huge plot.
I really want to get into that. Like that is, yeah. Sorry. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. Are we ready to jump into the movie?
I am ready to Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior this movie.
Nice.
Whoa.
All right.
Jump into the name of a DCOM.
So we say a different DCOM.
Yeah, and it's a long-running bit that isn't even that funny.
Oh yeah, no, I like it.
All right. Opening number. The worst DCOM song in existence. It opens
True.
with Sharpay on stage, and Boy is also on stage. And he does little like barks and like the little ring my bell, and he touches the phone and it does a little ringtone. That was cute.
If this
Mhm.
is mainly Pickles Ortega, he's way better trained than I feel like he was given credit for in High School Musical 2 and 3.
Yeah, he's doing
He
way
does-
more in this.
The
There's a
dog for
lot.
boy does so much.
There's a lot.
He tilts his little head.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
He does a great job. The whole film.
The whole film. He does great.
Yep.
Mr. Pickles.
Crushes his role for sure.
And the song is Gonna Shine. And she's just giving full pop star energy with background singers. But I hate the little ad-lib parts. She goes like, "So fab. Listen up, fellas. By Gab." Like she says
That's one of
by
the only
Gab.
direct references in this film to High School Musical franchise or characters that aren't in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I just completely misheard that.
By Gab as in Gabriella.
Oh yeah.
As in fuck you, Gabriella.
Wow. Crazy.
He really does hate her.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused by that lyric. I was like, what are we talking about?
Who's Gab? And now there's that new song on the radio. What is it? That's like,
It's called Gabriella
It's
by
like
Cat's Eye.
by
It goes,
Gabriella.
hands off, Gabrielle.
and multiple times BenG has go, Sharpay be like, hands off, Gabriella. It's so dumb. So like, I gotta give you props for that one. I have a very strong opinion about Sharpay that this girl does not want to be on Broadway. She wants to be a pop star. Like based on this performance and her other performances, like you don't want to be on Broadway.
No.
You want to be Taylor Swift.
She really wants to be Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift wasn't Taylor Swift at this time.
Taylor
She didn't
Swift-
know how possible it was.
Taylor Swift wasn't trying to be on Broadway.
No.
No, she what all she wants is fame. And I feel
Yeah.
like Broadway. where
It's
to
the
start
hardest
that
way.
fame.
No.
It's so.
Especially like even in
Sure.
High School Musical, she'll like take a song that was written by one of the characters, Kelsey, who like writes all the music, and she'll like remix it and like make it super poppy. Like you don't want to be on Broadway.
I like something Kelsey and I have discussed before. Sharpay Evans is a much better music producer than she is any other part of like being a musician.
She should.
She
just be a
has
music
genuine
producer.
talent, like upping some well-written songs into a more poppy track.
And some of the versions are better than the original.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are. The last thing I want to talk about this song is like first off, they do the whole ass song, which is like
It
too
is an
long.
opening credits thing.
Yeah,
So
but
like it's kind of like
still.
trying to set the tone a bit.
This
But it's
one-
hard when the song's bad.
This whole movie, I feel like they're just trying to fill airtime.
It
It's
is
so
it is
slow.
compared to most DCOMs, especially DCOMs that have an actual plot, because this movie has an actual plot.
Yeah.
It really is slowly paced, which is weird because again, usually DCOMs that have plots aren't slowly paced at all.
It was only an hour and a half.
It's only an hour and a
Yeah.
half. There's not. How is there this much filler?
There could have been more stuff to be done, like very easily.
Yeah.
Like they could have just introduced one more character, and that would have been a lot more.
One more little plot
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. I don't know. There is a little rap section in the middle, a little talkie part.
Yep.
And the one lyric I wrote down was, "With a poochie in my Gucci, I just can't be stopped."
No, that was actually kind of fire.
It's kind of bars.
I mean, just considering the rest of the movie, it actually goes pretty hard. She
Rappers.
also has some line coming after her dad.
Oh yeah, she's like, "My daddy won't approve" or something.
Yeah, and her dad just looks so proud during that line.
He's like, "Yeah, that's my girl."
And
she's
it's
just
super
like,
weird.
she's such a rich girl, and all these people are applauding her because she's rich.
Yes.
This is what's happening.
Or because her dog is actually incredible.
Yeah.
because the dog wasn't even on stage.
No.
At that point.
It was in the beginning.
It was at the beginning, but that, like during the rap section, she's just like out there with 4 background dancers.
She's just like, "With a poochie in my Gucci."
That was crazy.
Rappers
Thank you
Eminem
for
was too
troubling.
afraid to diss.
Yeah.
True.
So
Honestly.
after the performance, we learned it was for like a fundraiser, and Sharpay comes out, and everybody's praising her. "Ah, yes, you're so amazing, Sharpay." And she sees her parents, and then some other people come up and introduce Jacob Taylor.
Jerry Taylor.
I swear it was Jacob Taylor.
Well, it's credited on IMDb as
I
Jerry.
feel like they changed the name. Could have sworn it was Jacob Taylor.
This is a huge part.
This is a
He's
wait.
only in like 2 scenes.
Pull up the
I
movie
didn't
right
even-
now.
Literally 2 scenes.
He's schmoozing her some more, and I wrote, all these people are just buttering up because she's rich, and Sharpay's like, "Well, I gotta go leave because my friends are
I
waiting."
mean, it is a charity gala.
Yeah, well, so it's full of rich people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they shouldn't care that she's rich.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
I guess he is the chairman of the country club. So
Yeah.
maybe there's some.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
has power.
he's richer than the rich people.
Well, it's also like
Why does
he
she-
has something they want.
Why does
They
she
want
want public
country
school?
club.
why did she go to public school? It's a great question.
Oh.
She wants to stay in Albuquerque, maybe, and there's no like private school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's got to be a public private school in Albuquerque. I didn't watch Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Crazy crossover.
To me, it's giving like, you know, when Friday came out and everybody learned that there's like this company that you could just pay to make a music video for your kid, and that's where like Friday
By
came
Rebecca
out by
Black.
Rebecca Black.
Wow, I
And,
did not
like,
know that.
Yeah, and like some other really cringy music videos are just
That
like
was-
these rich kids making a music video because they want to be a pop star.
Yeah.
That's what this is giving to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like Sharpay would have made Friday and been like, "Look at me, I'm a star."
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Kicking in the front seat, chilling in the back seat. Which seat should I take?
Gucci in my Gucci.
it's the same energy.
It's the same energy.
Gucci in my Gucci is something we should just try and bring as slang, because people will be very confused and it'll be very fun.
Yeah. I mean,
I got a Gucci in my Gucci.
It sounds
bingo and a purse would go hard.
It
That's
would
all
go
I'll
hard.
say.
It would. Yeah, it sounds inappropriate.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
does.
not.
but it's not.
I just have to think about it a little.
If
And
you-
you're like, oh.
It sounds like some words that you shouldn't be saying, but it's completely fine.
I think it's because it sounds so close to Coochie. But it's
I wasn't saying that part out loud, but I agree.
hey, it's explicit podcast here.
Yeah.
Sharpay's like, "I gotta go meet my friends," but then he's like, "I'm a casting director from New York," and she's like, "Just kidding, I'm here." And he says he's casting a musical on Broadway, and he gestures towards Sharpay. Note that Sharpay is holding her dog, right? But he gestures towards Sharpay and goes, "There's a perfect part for you." And also the new show is starring Amber Lee Adams, and Sharpay's like, "Oh my god, I love her so much." So she's like, "I'm gonna be in this musical." She thinks the part is for her.
Which again, why wouldn't she think is?
Why
for
wouldn't
her?
she
She
think
just
that?
did the big performance.
Yes,
He
super
needs to say
deceptive.
your dog, and that would solve the entire issue.
Yeah, there's a great part for your dog.
Feels like it was on purpose. Feels like he knew what he was doing.
This is how you get her out here
Yeah.
with her really cute dog,
Yeah.
Poochie and my Gucci.
So yeah, super deceptive.
Super deceptive, actually.
And then what's the next scene here? Where we jump into her trying to convince her dad to let her go, right?
Yes, that is the next thing. Yeah, and he's like, "Absolutely not. You're not going. You're not going to New York." And she's like, "What the heck? You were there with me when he said I was amazing."
Yeah. It's like, did you not hear what he said?
You know, he said, I'm incredible.
Yeah. It also feels completely out of character for her dad.
Honestly does with how much he spoils her.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he just let her go to New York? He's like, I don't think you can handle this by yourself.
Have she never gone on a single trip before? I cannot believe that.
I mean, she does go to public school in Albuquerque.
Yeah, that's definitely like about the same level of messed up as New York.
But they're so rich that like you can hire like a nice apartment, which she tries to do. A nice apartment with a staff. Like you can get her a car, like a
This is like
private
not your
car.
standard New York living that they're.
No, they
It
are
was
rich.
super weird. Super weird.
Super weird. He doesn't trust her. He's like, you're not ready. And he's like, you graduated high school almost a year ago and you said you needed time to figure yourself out and what's next. And you still haven't found
She
anything.
literally just found this opportunity.
Yeah, she says, I just found this show that I want to be in. What do you mean? There's not a lot of stuff here in Albuquerque. I want to go to New York and be in this show that this guy said I'd be great for. And the dad's like, you'll be alone in a big city. And she's like, I'm so ready for this. I need to convince him. So she recruits her 3 friends to show her dad that she can go to New York.
This is the craziest montage to say that you're like independent.
It is because
Just doing nothing.
she
I think
recruits her
that's
friends.
the point within here, but also I think it really shows like the power of Sharpay. She just got these people who she's like going to theoretically abandon forever,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Yeah, you do all the work for me, and like make this PowerPoint for me to explain why I should go to New York."
Why does and
They
the
were
things
so
they,
excited about
the
it
things
too.
they do are so basic though. She's like, all right, friends. First friend, you need to find me an apartment. And her friend's like, I found you an apartment.
Yeah,
In the most convoluted way possible.
I'm
Yeah.
also not going to find one that takes dogs.
Yeah, they didn't check that.
I-
The next friend gets the flight and she's like a woman and her dog. So she thought about it.
Yeah.
About going on the plane.
She
And
should've
they're
talked to
like
the apartment girl.
they're like, what, you want us to fly coach? But that's all we get for that. Like
Mhm.
Sharpay could have booked a flight. Why do you need your friend to book a flight? Call the travel agency and say I need to book a flight. First class to New York.
Obviously.
Yeah. And then the last friend sets up the audition, which I think they put this in so that you could have more deniability that Sharpay didn't realize it was
yeah,
for her dog.
that's the one I get within there.
I
It
didn't
was
really
through
think
her
about that.
friend.
I do think
They said
that
she
if
said-
it was all a trick within here, there's a huge risk she just doesn't bring the dog.
Lucky for
I mean,
him, they
she's
brought the
carrying
dog.
him like around the charity gala 2 seconds after being on a stage. I feel like
She's
But
not
you
gonna
could-
move to New York without her dog.
Well, she could like go for a week to see if she gets to the park because you'd probably know if you got immediately eliminated or not.
Well, she has a whole month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think that's how the timelines of any show like this works, but whatever.
No, probably not.
actually
Yeah. The last
casting to production
1 month.
1 month.
Yeah.
Also, not knowing the casting at all for like a month.
I think it's actually like multiple months of like rehearsing and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Yeah.
assume it's probably.
And it's possible that you're like a filler part within there, but you're like officially as a job as the filler part.
Yeah. Anyway, the last thing they do is buy new outfits for Sharpay, which is very important, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Sharpay makes a bunch of poster boards for her parents about her plans. And they're like, it's not as easy as putting pictures on boards, which is true. But dad's still like, I don't know, you can't be alone in New York. And mom's like, well, I have a friend whose son goes to NYU and he can keep an eye on for her.
Crazy setup.
Crazy setup. It's fucking New York. No, he's not just going to keep an eye on her. It's a big ass city.
They really act like this city is any city but New York City.
Yeah, like it's some small town. Like, oh yeah, I'll catch her at Target or something. Like, no, you won't. It's New York. You're not just gonna run into her on the street, although he does.
All the time.
Again, New York in this movie is like 2 blocks.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Seems like it's just some theaters and her apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah,
And a mine in a square, maybe.
yeah. And a fountain. That's it. You're right. It definitely wasn't filmed in New York. They would have gone to like
More like
Central Park or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did not do that. But whatever. Dad finally gives in,
As he
but
always was going to.
Yep.
yeah. But one condition: she only has a month. to get in the show. And if she doesn't get that show specifically within a month, she has to come home and work at the country club.
Which
Which, what does it mean? Was she going to be like a server?
Like a waitress? What the fuck? No, she's not.
there are so many things wrong with this like setup plot point. Number one, I think a month to get in the show is a weird and convoluted premise because A, you're either in the show or not, presumably within a week of going there and having your audition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how long the callback process everything takes in there. But that doesn't seem like an accurate timeline at all. Number two, yeah, it's setting up Sharpay to be like a work as a server staff, something like that, which makes no sense for her
wouldn't-
career pathway, anything. She has skills and talents in certain ways, and being like a server makes no sense.
If anything, she would have some higher up position from her dad. Definitely not like a server position.
'Cause
There's no way.
Not only would that make more sense logically from the characters that we know them, but also she would just be better as like a manager, despite being ruthless on it.
That's what he meant. Was like, because in the second movie, there's a character named Fulton who Sharpay bosses around, and he kind of runs the events at the country club. Maybe she'd be doing that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And then, yeah, third, she's just like the whole rest of the movie, she can't say the word work because it's like she can't stomach it so much, which, like, girl, you are trying to get a job. I know it's a job you like in acting,
Yeah.
but you're literally trying to get a job.
Well, it was just hilarious too because she was so adverse to it, and then she was actually just like one of the most hardworking individuals it seemed in this movie.
Yep.
Well, when she's like going for something, which is like fame in a Broadway show, she's a good worker.
Yeah.
And she knows how to manipulate situations and shit. Like she's doing that all three movies.
Okay, yeah, no. So then, what's the next jump cut? Her with
So-
all of her stuff in the penthouse.
Yeah, it literally next jump cut is her in a car in New York. Like she's in New York now with Boy, and they're in matching sparkly hot pink outfits.
The costuming in this movie for Sharpay is on point. Everything Sharpay wears, I feel like.
Yeah, but the wigs are horrible. I think Ashley Tisdale's wigs don't look good, personally.
Yeah, sometimes they did look a little rough.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know for sure they were wigs or not, but I was like,
I'm pretty sure
They are
wigs.
wigs. I
In
can
the
confirm.
third movie too, she definitely has like extensions that are like super big and long.
there's definitely a few scenes where I'm like, is that a little crooked?
Yeah, that's a wig. They get to her new penthouse apartment. It's amazing. The manager shows her in.
Yeah, this is a beautiful apartment. It has a elevator straight into the room.
It's the penthouse, yeah.
It's wonderful, beautiful spot within here. And they're like, oh, is that a dog in your peg? How did they get this far without any accommodations being
They
talked
never
about?
mentioned a dog. And she's like, we don't allow dogs in this building.
Yeah.
Sharpay's like, well, if he goes, I go. And then they kick her out.
Yeah, just like immediately.
Yeah.
Which-
Like, we don't need you, actually.
Which is hilarious because also I feel like it's a penthouse. You could probably make some sort of accommodation
No.
for a person who just like randomly was like, I want your penthouse, thank you.
She didn't know this now, but you can get just like Boy signed off as an emotional support animal, and then they have to let him in.
A great question.
Yeah. And it's
There's a
also
lot of
like,
protection.
again, there's the thing where like Michael Jordan would wear the all red shoes because he would get fined every single game for his shoes, but Nike just paid it off because it was better marketing to
Yeah.
just have him wear these standing out shoes.
Yeah.
That's just, they can pay the fine that it would be.
Well,
I know they're like,
apparently
we'll
there's
evict
no
you
fine.
within that.
Yeah, there's
And
no
it's like,
fine. It's just you're out.
Money will solve this problem.
Yeah.
And money is literally never an issue.
Call your dad and say, can you pay them more money to let my dog stay?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. And maybe he'll say no, but like,
And
come on.
side note within all of this, it's just like she's gonna go and get this like dingy studio apartment that's still really good value for New York, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she was trying to go to a penthouse within there. There are certainly other penthouses available.
That allow dogs.
Yeah.
But she can't just get a hotel for a night and figure it out. Apparently not.
I don't think she is
She
ready.
could
for
just stay in a hotel for a month.
That's so true. And
It wouldn't be an issue.
she's so like gung ho, like I can't call my dad and tell him this happened because I set this apartment up and then it failed. So he'll just send me right home.
Well,
Which
she didn't set the apartment up, so it's really not her fault.
it's actually true. But she's pretending that she did. So so Sharpay's sitting on the street with all of her luggage,
All
her
her
dog.
giant pink luggage.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
And then
She's
Just
not problem solving in the slightest.
She's
Just
sitting
sitting
there.
Just pouting.
she's pouting, thinking about what she should do next. And then a guy just comes up with a camera And starts
This is
filming.
they're gonna end up having known each other, yada yada. This is super fucking creepy when he doesn't know her.
Also, yeah,
Yeah.
does this guy bring full on like video camera?
Yes.
Literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a film student.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course.
He lives on the
why-
mantra that you never stop rolling.
It is crazy. It's every scene he has
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah. And Sharpay's like, do you always film stunning people on the street that you don't know?
She had some crazy lines here.
And he's like, only when I think they're interesting, and you look baffled and scared and really pink. And Sharpay's like, oh my god, wait, are you paparazzi? And he's like, no, I'm a film student at NYU. And she's like, oh, that's not as cool. She wanted it to be paparazzi. He's like, I'm making a short film about one unique New York story. And they introduce each other. He's like, I'm Peyton. She's like, I'm Sharpay Evans. And he's like, oh my god, wait. Our moms are friends. Well, no, first he says, wait, and she goes, about 105.
But it's rude to ask.
But it's rude of you to ask. He's like, no, wait, and she's like, I told you my weight is 105. As if like he would just say wait, and that would be him asking her for her weight. It was really stupid. But he's like, yeah, our moms know each other. I was just heading to your apartment to say hi to you. And she's like, oh, yeah, well, the apartment won't let in dogs, so it's their loss, even though it's really my loss, but it's their loss. And Peyton's like, well, there's a studio available in my building. And she's like, well, I don't have any other options. So, yeah, you can carry all my bags for me.
What is she doing with all the money she's saving by getting this significantly cheaper apartment?
I don't know.
Nothing. Because it's her dad's money.
And also, her truckload of things never shows up. I
Nope.
just want to talk about that.
That's true.
That's incredibly true. Unless her
That's true.
things were all just giant buckets of pink paint.
Maybe she did bring that. Actually,
Yeah, she's actually like, I want to paint my new apartment pink for sure.
Yeah, so she brought all of the painting supplies. That could be.
That could
That's a
be
fair.
it.
That's a fair
Yeah.
thing.
So they get to Peyton's apartment building and they go into the lobby entry place. And Sharpay just screams, which is on par for Sharpay, actually. And Peyton's like, okay, do that again for the camera. And
Dude is
Classic
rolling at all
Peyton.
moments except when it matters.
well, he was carrying bags.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
previously indisposed.
yeah. And this part is so stupid. Two girls come down and they go, hi, Peyton. We're off to our acting class and our singing class. And they give a little acting blurb and a singing note
Yeah.
because that's how people act.
Mm-hmm.
And then they leave.
It's trying to really do the expedition of like, these are students at NYU. This is like the people she's going to be around.
We never see them again.
Nope.
And also, they definitely had a thing with Peyton.
Oh, they definitely liked him.
100%.
I thought-
100%.
I thought it was going to become a whole thing, and we never see them
Nope,
again.
No, and also they said they're like, bye Peyton, and then he's like, nice to meet you. And I was sitting there watching this like, is he like trying to play coy in front of Sharpay?
Nice to meet you.
Because they definitely had already hooked up at this point with how they were acting around him.
Hi.
Look, Peyton has eyes for one person and one person only, and for some goddamn reason, that's Sharpay.
Sharpay,
He's already smitten.
He's so fucking spitting.
He's
such
a
simp. He is a simp in this movie.
He is.
It's crazy.
This is what Sharpay needed Troy to be for. This is how Troy is for Gabrielle. Except Gabrielle is nice.
Yeah.
And Sharpay's not nice. Although she did have a simp. Zeke simped for her. Zeke would have done that. Zeke was a baker in the original high
He's a
school.
basketball player and a baker.
Yeah. So like
So
Troy.
none of the
Yeah.
basketball players are just basketball players.
Well, that's kind of the
Well,
plot
that
of
was the whole
first
thing, is
movie.
that Troy came out, he's like the head of the basketball team, and he's like, I maybe want to sing also. And then Zeke on the basketball team's like, well, if Troy can tell his secret, I'm going to tell mine. I bake. I love making like cookies and creme brulee.
I feel like that's like not something you have to hide ever.
Well, he did, because let me tell you, this school is crazy. You're only allowed to like one thing in this school.
Yeah, but like, dude, all of the boys would get pretty excited when somebody bakes them something.
Yeah, well, they're not thinking like that right now. They're just thinking, ew, baking girly.
Yeah.
Okay,
But then by the end
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
movie,
lie. One of my old roommates made a cheesecake, and me and my other friends still talk about it to this day.
it's a really good cheesecake.
It was a really good cheesecake, and like
Yeah.
that's
This guy's making creme brulee.
yeah. If I had a boy who was like, oh, I'm just all in on baking, they would like quickly jump up my friend list.
Yeah.
and, like,
By the end of the
awesome.
movie, they like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a crazy perk for a friend to just be into that
Yeah. It's way less cringy than singing.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like way more like, oh, that's cool.
And he really liked Sharpay. Sharpay didn't care.
Oh.
And then there's a little after credit scene after the first movie where she tries his cookies and really likes it. And so she's like, "Make more for me, Zeke." But it's just a little after credit thing, so it doesn't really
Doesn't go
count.
anywhere.
It doesn't
Okay.
count.
That's tough for
Yeah.
Well, I guess Sharpay. She missed out.
She probably missed out, but now she
He
has
goes to the real.
now she has
Yeah, you
Peyton.
gotta lock that down. Basketball player and he breaks.
Yeah, and he's probably going to culinary school. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah, I think it is revealed. Is that not?
Oh, it probably is. I don't know. I don't remember. In the third movie? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Sharpay learns that there's no elevator in this building because it's a pre-war building, and she's like, "They didn't fight for an elevator."
Pretty funny line.
That was pretty funny.
It was yeah, it was. There were some
That's
good
a
lines
very
in this-
classic Sharpay line.
Yeah.
That's basically how her lines are in the High School Musical franchise.
Yeah. So she has to do the stairs, and she goes into her new place with she puts a doggy bag over her hand to touch the handle because it's so gross.
A lot of emphasis on that doggy bag.
Oh yeah, the pink doggy bag.
That was like a 40-second addition to the movie.
Okay. It's something where I don't even want to hate on it too much because it really lets all these moments and scenes breathe. But it's just weird watching a slower paced film that's still like an hour and a half. And again, still has a total plot that is logical, sensical, and feels like enough happened.
No, it's
in
so
total.
stupid though.
It's stupid. But it's weird that
But it is
the
a
pacing
complete
like this.
plot.
Yeah. Normally when I complain about pacing being bad in a DCOM is because the plot is point A to point B immediately, and then they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And it's just musical numbers all the way on, pretty much.
And there's no musical numbers in this.
Yeah.
Remember, the only musical number we've had so far is the opening number.
And we're gonna get
Three more.
Yeah.
Basically.
We're gonna get 2 in a short session and then 2 at the end.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it. It's crazy. So she walks in, she's like, "This is a studio? What the heck? It's so small." And the bed is one of the closet ones that you pull down. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then
Is that
Peyton.
called a Murphy bed?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It just made me think of some horror movie, where it folds up and shoots you down a chute, and then you in a murder house.
Oh damn.
I don't know.
I feel like anytime these are in media at all, it always folds up on someone. It's like
Every time.
Chekhov's bed.
And they do it in this one.
Y'all do.
And that was the after credit scene too, where Ryan visits. It happens to him too.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. It just reminded me of in Sweet Life, Zack and Cody, her character Maddie has one of those because she's poor in that show. It's a poor person thing.
Maybe if she weighed more than 105 pounds, it wouldn't have happened to her.
That's so true. Maybe put on a little weight, girly.
Yeah.
That's really skinny.
105 is probably too small.
That's
for
too
I
small.
would
There's no
agree
way
with
she's
that.
actually 105. She's too tall to be 105. Yeah.
For sure.
But okay, you do you, girly.
But it's kind of rude to ask.
It's kind of rude to ask though. And then Peyton's like, "But there's one really good thing about this apartment." And he runs out and he shows her that his window and her window are right across from each other.
This guy's just such a dork.
He's such a dork.
Yeah, but okay, that was pretty. It was pretty cute.
It was cute. He's like, "Look, we
He-
can talk to each
He
other."
was so excited about it, and also talking through windows like that would be pretty cool.
That's just like in that Taylor Swift music video
I
where
don't know what you're talking about.
what
but
you belong with me. You know that one?
I haven't seen that music.
Okay.
Video, no.
Okay,
Know the song.
it's so
obviously.
vintage now. So it's the whole music video is her and the boy and their neighbors, and they hold up big pads with notes on it across the window, through the window, so they can
didn't
talk
do
to each other.
the cans in a string thing.
No, they should have. That would have been
That would have been
cool.
a lot quicker.
No, yeah, they have to instead write their note on a whole ass pad and then show.
Throw it away. They should have invested in whiteboards.
Whiteboard would have been so much easier. But no.
Taylor Swift hates the environment.
But now
These seen her private jet usage.
Started earlier. Started early.
But now these windows are close enough you can just talk, and they just always leave their windows open.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Also, their view of New York, insane.
His
Stood
view,
all-
not her
Nice.
view. His view.
How do they not have the same view? That was something I was also mad about.
They
I
have
don't
the
know.
same 4 walls because it doesn't look like it's.
Well, no, it's across the alleyway. It's like a U-shaped,
I
this
guess.
little
I'm
courtyard.
imagining there was the entry beneath them, and then they were talking across, but their rooms face the same.
I'm guessing
thing,
the view of the city is on the far side of his wall.
If you go through the window on his side.
Yeah.
okay.
If you just keep going that way, so that she doesn't have that. She probably has the parking lot or something on her side.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I
Yeah.
just feel like if we rewatch the scene, it'd be a little interesting because I feel like they go straight out the door.
It
Straight
does
to the
feel
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh,
He says,
continuity error.
Yeah. He says, let me guess, you're used to being spoiled. And she says, I'm not used to it. I just expect it.
Terrible line.
It's horrible line delivery, too.
Yeah.
This movie will give you whiplash.
It's so cheesy the whole time. Peyton's like, there's lots of performers in this building just as ambitious as you. What makes you think that you're better than them? And Sharpay says, money, breeding, talent, great hair, perfect jawline, chic taste. How much time do you have?
Kind of a funny line.
And you know what? She kind of has a point.
She kind of
She has a lot of money,
Money
at
does
least.
help.
And she has some talent, right? At least she believes her talent's like through the roof. So, I don't know. She kind of has a point.
She's not wrong. She's also very pretty.
And she's very pretty. And Sharpay, she moves in though to the apartment because she can't call her dad since he'll prove him right and he'll make her work. So she's gonna keep
Stupid.
this apartment.
She ain't having
So is the dad still paying for the full penthouse?
I don't know how she's getting away with this.
Yeah, is he like sending checks to the penthouse?
None
She's
of,
intercepting.
none of the logistics make sense here.
Maybe he's just sending her money. He wouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe
She's just swiping credit cards and stuff.
That
She
could
really
be.
could just get robbed on the street so easily.
That was one of the other things. You do not just be sitting out on the street with all your random luggage,
Your
looking
pink
all
luggage.
expensive with heels on. In
What a New York story.
No one was
And
phased,
nobody
though.
takes that stuff and runs.
Someone would take something and run.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They know you're not chasing them.
You got one in your heels.
Yeah.
So then Peyton takes Sharpay out. He's like, I got a surprise for you. Close your eyes. And he takes her onto an empty stage. And she's so amazed. She's like, whoa, I'm on stage. As if she's never been on a stage before. She has. But then Peyton's like, I left Indiana and I was so overwhelmed. I only had a dream in my camera. But look at me now.
I'm a student who's still just like trying to film something.
Sharpay says, you still just have your dream in your camera.
She crushes him.
He's like, yeah, but I met you, didn't I? Something's working out. I'm like,
Oh, dude.
Wait,
Bro.
I have an idea. Actually, okay, now I know why Peyton's in her. He's just broke as hell.
That's
yeah,
honestly, that's
actually,
actually really
marry
possible.
marry the heiress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he probably thought about this like from moment one before, like when he heard, oh, I'm gonna Google the Evans family to figure out who my mom is. Wait, whoa,
Whoa, they got
that's
money.
a Wikipedia page right there.
Yeah.
They own a country club. Can we go there for like spring break?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Oh, he's just working this connection.
Yeah, actually.
Honestly,
and he
good
knows he
for
just
him.
has to do it for like a month, and then she's probably gonna fail, and then
And guess
he'll-
what?
he'll be there.
You're still LinkedIn connected.
And I
Shoulder to cry
thought,
on.
and I'll say again, like I think he's gonna make this movie to make fun of her,
Mhm.
but we didn't get to see that movie play out.
No,
That's
It is
returned.
kind of crazy that we don't ever see any of the footage she's
No, we
working on.
do.
Well,
New
yeah,
York's
we
best
do,
kept
we do.
secret.
We do, but like we don't get to see his finished product at all.
No, not
I
at
really
all.
thought it was gonna be in the end credits,
It should have been or something.
or like played during the credits. You know, just like I figured that would be going on, but there was just not at all.
No, they like really just don't show
They
you
just
any
ignore
payoff
it.
with that
Yeah,
at all. They're just like, yeah, I'll make your movie, haha.
yeah. No, I mean, and she was also like pretty committed to this. She was doing all sorts of filming for him, and also Peyton has a crazy amount of connections for just being a student.
Right?
Yeah,
That is weird.
yeah.
He was like a freshman too.
Well, all the
I think he's a
girls,
sophomore now.
all the girls are so taken with him. Like he could probably get on this stage because an acting girl was like his stage.
True.
Yeah.
He's just flirting with anybody.
He's
Yeah.
fucking his way to the top.
Hell yeah, and he's trying to do it with Sharpay too.
Again, I think
Is
good
Peyton
for him. I don't know if that's my hot take is that villainous behavior. Who's losing? The like best person for the job, maybe, but they're not a character in this.
Okay.
This is showbiz, baby, and they make you say like you can't be dirty in this business. That's a lie. Yes, you can.
But name a character in this film that isn't dirty. Like the director?
Boy.
No.
Countess.
Boy.
Boy and countess.
Yeah.
They're
And guess
in.
what? They're not people.
Yeah.
They treat them like they're people though.
They are
We- and-
unionized.
and we will get there. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. So he's like cheering Sharpay up, and it's like, yeah, all this is just temporary and worth it to get your dreams. And Sharpay's like, yeah, I'll get the part, be a star, and have a palace. And Peyton's like, there's the self-indulgent, self-entitled, optimistic pink hurricane I've been seeing through my lens. I'm like, you've known her for like 2 hours, bro. What?
Also, like, such a mean thing to say to her
I
in a
know.
way.
Self-indulgent, self-entitled. optimistic pink hurricane.
And she's like, yes, that's me.
She's like, yeah, hell yeah.
Sharpay is like, she almost has the correct vision of herself. I think she's just okay with being a narcissist.
Yeah, she's
I think
learned a
that's what it
lot.
is. She's like, she hit the acceptance phase of being a narcissist,
I mean, hey,
which is like definitely a better state to be in than just a narcissist who doesn't think they're one.
very true.
But also, my God,
Yeah, no, she definitely was a bit of a menace.
should have seen her in high school.
Bit of a menace for sure. But okay, yeah. So what happens after that now?
All right, so then
Is this the montage?
yes, we get a montage. You have a good memory. This is exactly what's next. Walking on Sunshine by Allie and AJ plays. Allie and AJ being like DCOM stars themselves.
This is a good montage. I'll give it
And
completely out of character
it's
for
clearly,
Sharpay.
it's clearly not New York, but yeah. So it's Walking on Sunshine montage. Sharpay and Peyton are in New York, and he's filming her, and she wins the like guess which group has the ball
Yep.
little game of which is
It looks like
apparently
a
super
really easy switching game. I'm guessing he like is really a scam artist that gets really good at it on like the fourth attempt.
Yeah, it's probably trying to hustle her and
Yeah.
get her to put down more money, which I assume she does off camera because I
Mhm.
feel like she'd be extremely confident.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So
Um,
maybe that's where the money goes from all the other stuff.
yeah. She stares at a lady who's painted like the Statue of Liberty.
She
Okay.
has like a stare down thing in this movie.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it comes back.
Yeah.
And then Peyton films her and Boy. They watch a guy break dance.
Which she was weirdly supportive of this.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know if
didn't-
this is stemming from High School Musical, where I know people do breakdance in that too, right? There's scenes.
yeah, but like I feel like she would feel like this is less elevated of art.
Yeah, I would have think she'd be like, ew, poor people.
Well, that was my whole thing with this whole thing. She was like wandering around and enjoying all this like street interaction, and I'm like, this is so not you, right?
So not you.
Is this when she gets like a street hot dog?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
and
gets
it's
a
like-
hot dog and she
She
spits it out.
which is like, girl, what did you think was gonna happen? Did Peyton just ask, can you get this footage for me?
Here, I'm gonna get you a hot
And he
dog.
gives like half of it to Boy, and Boy is also like not into it.
Well, that's because Boy has class.
Yeah.
All right. Sharpay's fake.
Yeah,
Like,
Boy
is for real.
Boy like sniffs a cockroach one point. And Sharpay's like, cockroach. And okay, my favorite part is she walks by a store that says like pink. And then the camera like flip transition, like a Windows Movie Maker transition, just for the same shot of her walking backwards to the store. I'm like, why did you need that little flip transition? Instead of
Do it
just
in
kept the
one-
same shot.
Were they not? Did they not have one take that worked of her walking out of frame and then walking backwards back into frame?
And it was so clear that it was cut into another shot that you had to add a little flip transit. It was so stupid.
I just couldn't believe it, and it's also like Sharpay definitely already has all the pink stuff coming in the truck.
Yeah, the rest of her truck stuff is coming, right?
But
Yeah.
she loves pink.
She just can't help herself.
She can't help herself with pink.
I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, so then the montage ends with Peyton painting her apartment pink and she's like filming him and then he like paints his camera lens.
Yeah, destroys his camera lens. He ruins it.
So it's the way it would actually work because the camera lens is like curved and he had a
When you
flat
watch the
roller.
footage, she's clearly not actually
Yeah.
doing it.
He has like a roller like
Who knows? Maybe
paintbrush.
he did the CGI.
Oh, could be.
Also,
I
yeah.
guess.
Okay. Side note too about Peyton's filming. Every time it cuts to his film of her, it's horrible angles. Like he actually sucks as a cameraman.
Yeah.
So I could totally believe he's like a decent director, decent
Yeah.
like fine or stuff like that. His cinematography
Horrible.
terrible.
Yeah.
Everything's off angle and like not in an artistic way. He is bad at holding the camera steady in the slightest.
Yep.
All the footage he shows, it's always like really shittily shot.
And the lighting's horrible.
Lighting is terrible on her. That one scene where he's like, "Look at how much of a star she is." I was like, "You can't even see her." This is horrible.
It actually is so bad. He's gonna get an F on this. He's,
No,
and he's like,
terrible.
look at how amazing she is. And everyone's like, she kind of sucks. I don't know.
Me with Wicked.
Or they kind of like it because they think it's like a satire, but he's like, no, she's incredible.
Like, okay, dude.
Like,
How
okay.
in the office where everyone's like, yeah, Threat Level Midnight's incredible, and
And they think
Michael
it's a
thought
comedy.
wanted it to be a serious action film.
Yeah, that's exactly what Peyton is like with this short film. Yeah.
I also want to know, You mentioned earlier that transition, like that flip transition.
Yeah.
Every transition in this movie is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was one scene where they just did like a consecutive zoom out of them standing out in front of the theater, I think. And it was like 4 or 5 different like steps zooming out across a screen. And I was like, what is going on?
The directing is great.
Again, what the fuck was going on in the directing of this film?
It was directed by Peyton.
Yeah, I think we're just watching his
That's
film.
so true.
I think it's a meta commentary,
Yeah.
honestly. Yep.
So later, once her apartment is all pink and stuff, Sharpay goes to bed, and Boy also has his own little like
Yeah,
bed.
she gave Boy his own little flip top
It's so
dog
cute.
bed.
And then she gets flipped up into the wall.
Yeah.
Classic. Chekhov's bed.
Yeah. Never had a chance.
Yeah.
Never had a chance. So now it's a new day. Peyton comes into her apartment, and he's like, "Wow, it's pink."
Dude, you painted it.
I know. And Sharpay's like, "I'm gonna go meet the casting director." And Peyton's like, "Can I tag along?" And she's like, "Yeah." So
Peyton it's probably actually like a summer break for him. I don't know the timing of all this.
no,
He got
he's
told that
working on a short film right now for a class.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
But he's
makes
never
no
going
sense how
to
he
a
has so much
class.
time. Well, maybe that's what happens when you're a film
Yeah.
major.
Yeah,
You just
they're like, "No class
It
today.
could
Go
easily
film
be
your thing."
the
Yeah.
timing of working could be completely different
Mhm.
because it's like you got to go your footage.
Sometimes I was free during the day during college. Depends on your schedule, you know.
maybe he's just skipping class because he's a hoodlum.
That's very
yeah.
possible.
Yeah, don't skip class.
Well, he's gonna marry rich,
True.
so he doesn't need
The degree. The degree is just to meet
no,
people.
and they'll fund his dumb movies,
Yeah.
just like they fund Sharpay's dumb performances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We figured this all out. Yet there's still 15 pages of notes to go.
So they go to the theater and see the casting director, and he's like, "Oh, Sharpay, you made it! Amazing! Let's do your audition tomorrow. I'll send over the musical number to prepare."
Meanwhile, like a girl is walking out crying, holding a dog.
Really? I did not catch that.
I didn't see that at all.
That's incredible. But he's like, "Yeah, I'll send you over the musical number. Just make sure Boy is well groomed and takes care of any business beforehand." And Sharpay's like, "What? Him? What? Boy?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's your dog we want to audition. He was amazing." And Sharpay's like, "What?" And he's like, "I sent you all the info in the email. Didn't the title of the musical give you like an idea? It's called A Girl's Best Friend."
Which is stupid because if I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, it's probably about a dog, but there are more human roles than dog roles in both my expectation for that musical and the actual musical.
Yeah, she says, "I'll be here for the girl. I'm never the best friend." And he's like, "No, we wanted Boy." And Sharpay says, "As the girl?" He goes, "No, as the best friend."
This was the low point for dialogue in this.
Yeah.
They were trying to do a Who's on First right now.
Not-
And
no, it did
She
not
goes,
land.
"You want Boy as the best friend of the girl, not me as the girl with the best friend?" Exactly. It was stupid.
It was terrible.
again, there is not much in this movie that isn't stupid.
Yeah. True.
I guess
End
I could
of-
just end the statement there. I
End the
appreciate
statement.
how stupid this movie is, but sometimes the stupid is too stupid.
It's so stupid. And then Sharpay gets upset and walks out, and Peyton's like, "Stop! Even New York can't keep up with you. You're moving too fast." She's not.
She's just
Just
casually
walking.
walking through traffic because it's New York traffic.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you're going so fast." And she's mad. She's like, "Why did I come all this way when they don't even want me? My plan was to live in a penthouse and star on Broadway. I'm not doing either of those things now. So what do I tell my father?" And Peyton's like, "Tell him that you came to a very special city determined to be someone very special, which you are."
Nice saying.
He's always like gassing her up so much.
Dude, he's got it like that.
He's just, again, the only way you can read it is he's just unsatiably horny for this girl.
So true. Think about it this way. Boy is your dog, and he has a very special opportunity, so be happy for him. I'm like,
What? Where did this come from?
dog. As if it's been Boy's dream. It's like, way.
Yeah, no, that one was pretty ridiculous. And then she's like, "Oh, so I have to be what's it called when you do something selfish?" It's like,
She was looking for the word selfish. She's like, "You're right. I guess I mean, what does it mean when you only think about yourself? Selfish."
Yeah, he says self, and she goes,
No. Oh wait, yeah.
What the fuck?
It's so funny. I'm like, why are we treating Boy as if it's her child who's like she should be happy for him? He's a dog.
The dog's not going to know what's going on.
He has an opportunity.
Boy does though. That's the thing.
Boy probably
He does actually. He is very smart.
He is very put together. And
Yeah.
also, they gave him the script and everything to prepare one day before the
No,
audition.
this is insane.
It's actually crazy.
We're gonna get into this audition statement within here.
Really soon. But like she has one day to prepare and she does an amazing job preparing Boy for this
Yeah.
audition.
This audition is very complicated. It's not like you're a person who has to learn how to sing some notes within there. You can do that in a day. I can believe that. Even if I think you would want more than a day to really prepare
It can
for
be
some
done.
of this,
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah.
done. Teaching a dog specific tricks, commands, and everything, it's going to take
Choreography.
way longer
Yeah.
because they're a dog.
Yeah.
He's just already very well trained. And so it's probably easy because he already knows all these tricks. She's done an amazing job with Boy.
Was Boy always like a part of her acts? Or was this
No.
just like a
No.
new thing?
No, this is a new thing.
Boy in High School Musical 2 and 3 was just kind of like stereotypical
First dog.
First
He's a
dog.
first dog, yeah.
Just the pooch and the gooch.
Just
Poochie and my Gucci.
Again, that sounds so fucking dirty.
Anyway, yeah, so Sharpay's like, "You're right, I'm being selfish." Peyton's like, "You can't give up. Anyway, you're officially the star of my film." And she's like, "Oh my god, really? Okay."
Yeah, that's all it takes. Literally just film this girl and
Yeah.
she falls for you.
She's like, "Fine, I'll star in your movie. Okay, change of strategy. If Boy becomes a success, they'll see me as well. So his fame will lead to my fame." And Peyton says, "Still a little selfish, but heading in the right direction." And I'm sitting here like, no, that's a really reasonable thought. He's a dog. Peyton's like, "You're being selfish and like this is a great opportunity for Boy." I'm like, he's a dog.
They really treat Boy like he's a human.
For sure.
I think this is a good avenue for Sharpay to try and get famous.
Yeah.
Actually,
100%.
I don't think it's that selfish.
No, it's not like the reality TV moms that are just trying to
Yeah,
find
it's,
one.
it's not like kids. It's not like she's gonna be demeaning to this dog. She clearly cares and loves
He
for
loves
this
this
dog.
dog, and he
and-
just does little tricks and gets treats. He's having a great time.
Again, yeah, it's
He's a
not like
union.
dance moms in here.
No.
No, it's not even close. And Peyton's kind of acting like it is. He's like, "Hey, don't take this opportunity away from Boy."
It's just this is like a co-parenting situation. Immediately insert himself as the
He's
father.
like, "This is also my child."
Yeah, like I don't want my child exposed to these things.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ruin 'em.
back to the audition now. The amazing audition that she prepared in 24 hours.
Boy
Absolutely.
is climbing up stairs, doing spins,
moving his head from side to
well,
side.
not really
Yes.
being gestured to do so, kind of just doing it on the music beats of Sharpay's singing, which is just incredible.
And she's like, "When the time is," and he goes, "Woof." And she's like, "That's right, rough." Like he's on cue with the
He is.
song.
He is. And he jumps up the stairs with her.
Yes. And I love it when she does the kicks and he does the little paw things.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
cute.
cute.
Like, it's just an incredible audition.
It is an incredible audition.
Yeah, insane. And then meanwhile, for him, Countess.
We get up there yet.
I'm sorry. I just really
I'm
want
only agreeing with you saying about the making.
I agree. But yeah, so Sharpay and Boy eat up their audition, and the director and the writer are just like, "Oh my god, they're loving it. They're eating it up. They're like
As they
giggling.
should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they love it." And they run up after the audition. And they're like, "Oh, that was the best audition I've ever seen. Like, your dog is so cute." And then the stage manager's like, "We got one more audition." They're like, "One more audition, people. Go sit down." And then here comes out Roger Ellison III and his
Crazy
dog
man.
Countess, and we learn that he's 12. And he says Countess has numerous Broadway credits under his paws.
All right. Now, Kevin, as Kelsey reads these out, tell me how badly you want to see each of these productions.
All right,
Oh.
the collar purple.
I would put that at a 6 out of 10.
All right, 3 puppy opera.
10 out of 10.
the original cast production of Wagging Tale of Two Cities, which is a musical opera in German.
15 out of 10.
How do these dogs perform in German?
I need to know.
And he's like, she can bark a high C with vibrato or something. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Wagging Tale of Two Cities is just inspired world too. That's incredible.
Wagging tail. Just to be sure that you know that it's that kind of tail and not the other kind of tail. Wagging Tale of Two Cities in German. Sharpay is like gagged at these like credits, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to compete.
And the directors are impressed too. And then it comes to Boy. Boy is in love.
It's love at first sight.
First sight, there is eye-to-eye contact
Yeah.
cut to for a long period of time.
Yes, it's like slow motion. The music is incredible, actually. Every time he's in love, it's like a beautiful like piano.
And Countess is just walking out and like side eyes him, and oh yeah, no, it's completely smitten.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. It's like even more than Peyton is for Sharpay within anything here. It's just
Yeah,
Boy and Countess, they just are immediately like
they're in love.
they're so in love, and it's such a human romance love that's nothing like how dogs interact.
I know it was just so awesome, and I was like, I hope this becomes a major part of this film.
And it is.
Third.
It really is. So then Roger and Countess perform a remixed version called My Girl and Me, which is like a little My Girl and Me.
Hated it.
The tricks are so much worse.
Hated it.
Like we're talking about all this cool stuff that Boy's doing, and like it's incredible. And what does Countess do?
She spins in a circle
She
once.
spins in a circle and she like stands on her hind legs once.
And she jumps through a hoop.
She jumps through the hoop was the dumbest trick I've ever seen.
That's not going to work on a stage show at all.
No, it was not timed at all. He just picked up a hoop and just like ran at her, and she jumped through it, and it was like
It's barely a jump.
1,000 dogs do this.
As a second side note, there's also no way this stage show will ever actually work. The dogs aren't talented enough for everything that they're trying to do.
But they kind of work though.
In universe, Boy is good enough. I'm saying in real life.
In real life,
yeah.
This is
it'd be
never
a disaster.
working.
It would be a disaster.
But this is the universe where Boy exists, so I get it.
Yeah.
And Countess.
Aaron, I haven't seen shit to tell me that Countess is actually good. I watched the whole movie, still haven't seen shit.
You're like, clearly Boy deserves the part.
I think she just gets by on her stunning good looks.
That's true. The thing is, though, Boy is like so much lighter and like easier to hold, and he's like super cute. And yeah, I think his tricks are way better than Countess's tricks, so he should just.
Boy has the whole package.
He does.
Yeah.
I think he's way more marketable than Countess.
Yeah. I don't know. This part of the movie actually did confuse me.
The one thing I wrote though is that this is on par with Sharpay remixing all of the like Troy and Gabriella songs. She like kind of remixes them and does her own version. So I'm like, is this kind of mirroring that?
Getting to taste her own medicine.
Yeah, she's gonna taste her own medicine.
Oh, it's a connection.
Yeah.
I definitely is meant to be for sure.
Yeah, I think so. And the directors love it. They're like, we wept. It was incredible. Amber Lee, what did you think? And then Amber Lee just appears.
It's spawned.
Out of nowhere.
She's like
star
the whole time.
Also, Peyton was like filming from the back of like filming Sharpay.
Again, also, I have no idea how Peyton is allowed to film at any of this stuff. So it's like an incredible breach of.
He was kind of
security.
hiding back there, so I think he's just like snuck in.
But still, still auditions with like A-list actors and actresses. Supposedly.
Yeah. So Amber Lee comes in. Oh my god, she's amazing. And she comes in. She's like, both dogs. Wow, incredible. And Sharpay introduces herself to Amber Lee, and Amber Lee like tweets about it, and Sharpay's like, "Oh my god, I follow your tweets. This is so dated now."
Yeah, they would call it your ex posts now.
Yeah, obviously.
So dumb. And she's like, "I don't know how we're gonna decide. Both dogs are so amazing." And then Amber Lee says, "This is also an opportunity of a lifetime for me because Broadway isn't like film or TV because there's real people watching." And BenG and I were confused because we're like, why would she take this musical if she hates dogs? I now have a theory because of this line specifically. I think she's never been on Broadway before. I think she's like a TV movie star, pop star, and this is her chance to get on Broadway. And so that's why she took this musical.
She's going for the EGOT.
Yes, she's going for an EGOT.
Which, first off, no way she's won an Oscar.
No, that's so true. Well, you gotta. The order doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
Second of all, it's still wild to me for her to think her best path to starring in a Broadway musical is to find this musical that stars a dog, get cast in it, and then throw a fit to get the dog removed from it.
But
Yeah, no, there was no plan here that made sense.
she's so insecure she can't share the spotlight with a dog.
With literally, I mean, so is she just only ever going to be in solo productions of everything?
Yeah.
And it's implied that she is famous, so she's already done
Yeah.
multiple movies.
Yeah.
Have they all been solo shows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just so
guess.
confused.
I think she's fine with having like a love interest, but she just doesn't like dogs.
She's never been a supporting character.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because it doesn't even sound like she hates like she obviously hates dogs, but it sounds like her main thing is like the fact that they think they're gonna steal the spotlight from her.
I don't
It's
know
like,
why she thinks that.
How much are the dogs actually in this film? Is it like a gimmick where they're in like one or two scenes?
That's what I feel like.
Or is it like the entire thing? Because if there are one or two scenes, then I can actually see this working in real life. It's still like a gimmick within there, but then they're not stealing the spotlight.
No, I really don't think I think they're barely in it.
And we only ever see like 3 total scenes that the dog's in.
Yeah. Yeah. We only see 3 total scenes period of the musical, and I feel like it covers the whole plot. So I don't know what else
pretty
is in
much
this
just
musical.
Sharpay's life.
Yeah. No, literally, it's just the plot of Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
High school musical senior year be like,
Yeah. In High School Musical senior year,
which is the third movie.
the third movie, their spring musical is literally just their senior year. And they do the songs that they did in the movie, in the stage musical.
So this is like a thing for Disney. You just do like movies within movies within movies that are all the same.
It's just the
movie.
same
Yeah.
plot.
Because it was really confusing to me. I thought this was like a very like artistic choice they're making. There would be like layers of the same movie.
I think it was trying to be artistic. I think it's too stupid to land.
Oh yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because he's filming her doing stuff in a show, which is about her being in a show, which is
about
a
her
play that is
being
a show.
which is about her being in New York with her dog, as she's in New York with her dog,
Trying to get into a
trying to
show.
get into
Yeah.
a show.
It's just like yeah.
This
It-
musical's gonna suck ass.
if it's anything like Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, not gonna.
The music sucks.
Yeah. So what they decide to do is work with both dogs in rehearsals, and then they'll decide which dog is better, I
Which-
guess.
It's kind of stupid, but there is stuff like this before. They can do like chemistry testing. They know someone's role and they need to figure out chemistry, sure.
And what, are you gonna let the dog down? The dog doesn't have dreams, but they make you think they do.
Well, are they getting paid at this point? That's something else.
They
I
should.
would presume they're getting on payroll because I know Roger Ellison's almost certainly like a union actor. Boy and Sharpay probably aren't, but like I'm just gonna pretend they are for the existence of this. There's no way the unions would let them get away with not getting paid for doing
Yeah.
multiple weeks of labor,
Yeah,
even if they're not a final role within there.
Okay.
I think so. A little bit later, Amberly and Sharpay are like walking in the theater. Amberly compliments Sharpay and Boy, and she has her assistant give Sharpay her number. She's like, "Us girls got to stick together." Like, she seems super nice right now, right? May the best dog win. And Sharpay's so excited. She goes out and she sees Peyton, and he's like, "Yeah, Boy killed it." Amberly likes Sharpay, like things are looking great. And then Roger comes up to Sharpay and is like, "Good luck. And also, I suggest you give up now while you still have your dignity."
Again, we love this.
This
Sharpay,
guy-
deciding to make a spin-off movie of Sharpay is one thing. Deciding to make a spin-off movie of Sharpay where it's not about Sharpay, it's about her dog and about Sharpay having beef with a 12-year-old is actually a pretty inspired choice because what the fuck is this movie? That's
It's
hilarious.
wild.
It's just her having beef with a 12-year-old.
The 12-year-old antagonist for like 60% of the film is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Because she's also losing.
she is, and
She
they
is.
just throw digs at each other, and
Yeah.
he's winning. And
While they're beefing, the dogs once again have like a
like
"It's you."
a slow mo like in love moment with each other.
Back over the shoulder, like, I can't wait to see you again. It was
Yeah,
insane.
they don't say words, but you know what they're saying.
I love that they decided not to have the dogs talk in this
Oh,
movie,
thank God.
especially later on in the scenes when it's just the dogs.
Yes, when they're riding around.
It's so
I just,
yeah.
You know what would have been cute though if they barked and there was subtitles that said
would've
like "I
worked.
love you." That would have been
That
awesome.
would have worked.
That would have been
I completely
incredible.
would have
That would have shot
Just
this movie up.
boy out here just spitting crazy game.
Yeah, it was like
complete me.
bark, bark, bark. I love
I
you
want you to be my forever, and he's just like
forever with FUR fur.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
We should have written this.
sequel
We
to the
would have been
sequel.
so good at writing a DCOM.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We know what to do. We can do it.
Do it right now.
And they could have had like bark, bark. Let's run away. This is our chance.
Because
And it would have been
hilarious
cool.
timing
Yeah.
when they pulled that off.
Oh my god, it was like so random. That
Yeah.
ran away. That's a little bit later. That night, Sharpay and Boyd like do some tricks as Peyton films them, and Sharpay's like, "I'm not gonna let some hobbit get in my way." Talking about the 12-year-old.
Crazy roast for somebody who is just 12.
He's 12. That's why he's shorter than you.
Yeah,
he's 12.
He's prepubescent, and you're making fun of him right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fair play.
Look, all Boyd can do is think about how horrible that other dog was, and Boyd goes to the window and looks out in slow motion with the music, like thinking about his true love.
Again, I just love that the movie fully commits to this bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
It's so good. Sharpay says, "This is my shot." And Peyton says, "It's like my grandma says, God only got one book published, and look how well it did for him."
I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard that line.
I've only never heard that.
That was ridiculous.
That was actually incredible. I'm like, that is one way to think about it.
That is such a horrible line. Like we're joking about Poochie and my Gucci, but that's obviously silly and stuff. This could be played in a completely serious movie and still just absolutely bang.
Like, grandma always said that?
Grandma spits.
Grandma always said, not only got one book published, but look how well it did for it. So fucking good.
It's so funny. Sharpay says, "Doing this is all I ever dreamed about, especially because I had everything else." And Peyton warms about like humility, like confidence versus arrogance. And Sharpay says, "I want everyone to know I'm as good as I think everyone thinks I am without them knowing I know they think it."
This theme for
It is.
I
She
feel
likes
like he
these
does
little
tongue twisters.
tongue twisters. Yeah, she likes tongue
I
twisters.
feel like the plot of this movie, it wanted to have the moral of confidence versus arrogance, where it's like trying to celebrate Sharpay's confidence while saying like she needs to learn about her arrogance, but it never goes anywhere with
No,
it.
they're like, you should be confident. You deserve this.
But this scene to me makes me think that that's what they want. We're at least one point in the writing cycle trying to talk about.
Maybe, and then they just realized the dog plot was better, so
Yeah.
they just leaned into that.
Yeah.
Let's be real. This movie is as good as it possibly could have been.
Yeah.
Because they leaned as far in the dogs as it reasonably could.
They're like, we still have to fill like 12 minutes of this. Let's just add more dogs. Yeah. And Sharpay's like, "Do you have to film everything?" Like teasing, haha. And Payne's like, "Yes, this is my shot. If my professor loves my film, then he'll talk about it, and I'll get in a festival, and I'll win an Oscar."
I think that's how that works.
Crazy with it.
Like
Yeah.
a short film about Sharpay is gonna win the Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, documentary short form is an Oscar,
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna. He's thinking it's gonna win that Oscar.
and like they have some non that crazy topics win sometimes, but also no, this is not going to win.
Look, her dog's in love. This is a compelling story.
I would just argue that Peyton is significantly more delusional in this film. Than
Honestly, you're right.
Actually, yeah, his film sucks. Actually,
Sharpay's coming from means and has like an actual work ethic to get a lot of this shit done. Not
yeah.
saying that Payne doesn't have work ethic. He's certainly trying his hardest in a lot of these plays, but Sharpay's a lot closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of sitting there filming some random chick and hoping it works out for him.
Yeah, he'll edit it later. He'll edit it into something, I guess. Sharpay's like, "I always wanted to be an actress, and I would put on shows in preschool." And she wants to wake up every morning and be on stage. So now we're at the first day of producing A Girl's Best Friend. The directors talk to the cast and crew. They welcome in Amber Lee Adams, and everyone claps for her. Yay, Amber Lee. And she's like, "This is the opportunity of a lifetime for me because Broadway isn't like film or television."
Same line as before.
It is. But this time she does give a different reason, at least. She says, "In Broadway, people can see if you write your lines on your hands. As if they couldn't see that
On
on
TV.
TV.
I was so confused by that as well.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was dumb. But everyone laughs. And they say, all right, let's rehearse. And Amber Lee's on stage for the first scene. And Boy goes first. And Sharpay and Roger stare at each other for so long back and forth in their seats. Like, it goes on way too long.
Yep.
But then it cuts to the dogs staring at each other in love. And that also goes on for too long.
It's great
But
that
it's
they
hilarious.
both go on for too long. Something where it's like, we always would say when we're watching these movies in Jankhouse, like, please just cut back one more time.
Yeah.
And this is the only movie that actually doesn't. It goes like
Yeah.
the extra one where it's like, okay, come on, why are we still on this scene? And it does it twice, because it goes on the humans doing it for too long, and then the dogs. That's so fun.
It's
It was ridiculous.
So then they start the scene, and the directors are laughing at every single stupid joke that they've written for this.
And the
Yeah.
jokes, A, don't all make sense.
Yeah.
And B, Amber's always like, I don't get the joke.
Yeah, Amber Lee keeps interrupting the scene to be
She's
like, I
terrible.
don't get it.
She
Like-
also gasps. Like she
Yeah,
says gasp.
She says gasp instead of
Like, she is-
gasping.
Terrible at acting.
She's a horrible actress.
Maybe she hasn't acted. Maybe she's just a musician.
She's a pop star. She says like her album went platinum or something. I would believe that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That would actually make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Her being a diva can work way better with it.
Yeah. And Sharpay idolizes her because really she just wants to be a pop star.
Comes back around.
Yeah.
Comes back around.
Uh-huh.
Full circle.
Yeah. So, like, okay, one of the jokes is like, oh, the envelope is wet. And they laugh because the dog brought it in. And
Yeah.
she's like, I don't get it.
Which, how do you not get that?
How do you not get that? And she's like, my flight is at 8 a.m., 6 a.m. And they laugh. And she's like, I don't get it.
I think
That
it's
one,
because
I
of the
don't get
idea
either.
is like the slobber was covering something
No, I
else.
think it's just like, whoa, it was actually 6 a.m. when I thought it was 8 a.m. Relatable humor.
I was super confused. Yeah.
This musical sucks. Like we
so bad.
don't need to mince words within here. This looks like a musical that would be terrible.
But it's so funny that the writer and director just think that it's like the most amazing musical ever, and they're so giddy about it, and it actually sucks so bad.
Surprised they got the funding, but
Me too. But they got Amber Lee.
yeah, well, they
She's
still
gonna
have enough
carry it.
funding at the end of all this.
They
To
almost
just
won
like
their
throw
money.
some random chick into the role. And
Yeah.
At least she's rich too. I bet her dad actually pumped some money into him.
that actually would explain a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, they swap dogs mid-scene.
Crazy.
So stupid. Countess drags a whole bag in and gets inside it, which apparently was just more impressive than what Boy did because Sharpay is gagged. He's like,
I think that was off script.
oh, you think so?
I think that's what it was.
It was really cute though,
It was adorable.
because all Boy did was bring in a letter.
Yeah. I think Countess was going off script, and it was pretty inspired work.
Yeah.
What is it,
Good enough.
Alistair dude or whatever?
Yeah, she's like, bring me in this bag.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, I'll bring my dog to New York, and that's the plot of this musical. So we get a little montage of sabotage. Roger rubs raw chicken on Amber Lee's shoes. It is
There
so
was-
disgusting.
There was a lot of psycho shit that goes on in that scene.
There are two people that are going to end up as friends.
Was he? Did he have gloves on?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh my god!
He also just
South
had
Dallas City.
he just had a Tupperware of 3 raw chicken breasts on deck.
Yeah,
He was prepared.
it was premeditated.
Apparently, and has he also trained Countess to not be attracted
Well,
to
here's the
chicken?
thing. So Boy goes and licks the shoes, and Amber Lee's like, "What the fuck?" And they switch out for Countess. She changes shoes.
Amber Lee does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's in new shoes. I wonder if she was like, "I don't want the ones with dog spit on them or something."
That's just like crazy premeditated if he knew she was going to change shoes.
It's so disgusting. They're gonna be sick.
Yeah.
They're fucking raw chicken.
It's just
And he's like, and he didn't wash his hands, I bet. He just was like touching things with raw chicken hands and shoes that have raw chicken on them.
nasty. And how does Amber Lee not notice that her shoes have raw chicken juice in them?
I don't know.
That would be so slimy.
You know,
That shit-
They were on the
another crazy
outside.
thing to not notice. Dog whistles going off mid-performance.
Yeah, you can hear those things.
Well, apparently they can't hear it, even though they showed the audio that we could hear it.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
But I think it was supposed to be a whistle that only the dog could hear.
And it's just like Sharpay's sitting in the audience doing a dog whistle, and Countess is like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I thought that was so cute though. Countess just starts like spinning
Yeah.
to the dog whistle.
It must have been what she was trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
The most ridiculous one, the one that definitely should have been caught.
God, the next one. Yeah. Boys on stage and Roger releases a cat.
And they're like, "Oh,
God.
boy is so badly trained. There's a cat just in the building."
Boy chases the cat, and it's like, first off, where did you get this cat in a cage? Second, did people not see you release this cat?
He's sitting there with a cat box. He just is like, "Oh, I have the cat," and you hear like the squealing of a cat being chased, and then nobody's like, "Roger,
Roger, knock it off. You're out of the production.
why did you bring a cat?"
There's so many disqualifying events going on between the both of them.
The chicken, I get you're not getting caught for that. The cat? And the dog whistle? The little dog whistle?
It's just like out in the open. Yeah, no, it was crazy, and like there was literally a production guy like 10 feet behind Roger,
Yeah, watching him release a
the
cat.
cat, and it was just like,
Hey, don't release that cat in our Broadway production. And the dog's gonna chase it. Did they ever get the cat back? They had a stray
I think it
cat
was a
that he
stray.
caught.
I assume it was a stray cat. Just
It was
released
a
into
fat cat though. It was fat.
Yeah, it was.
Eating a lot of garbage, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Big cat on the block. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was
Crazy.
crazy work. So Sharpay and Roger face off, and he says, "Give up," but Sharpay doesn't back down. And the stagehand takes the dogs off for their mandated nap. Union rules.
It's one of my favorite throwaway lines around here. It's just like, yeah, the union mandates that these dogs have to have a nap.
It's incredible. And then Roger and Sharpay have a staring contest.
Yep. She likes those.
She likes those, apparently, yeah. So weird.
Then the little nap scene
Oh my
that
gosh.
reveals.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
dog.
that
Why?
seems great. First off, they're napping next to each other.
It's
Oh
so
my
cute.
Oh,
god.
risque.
Because you're in love.
I really thought that they were gonna be in the bed together. I really thought that was gonna be the
Yeah.
cut.
The boy has like the pink bed.
Yeah, they were kind of far away. It was
Yeah.
not game from boy.
It was cute though. And then Amber Lee comes by and she's like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Let me just shut the door really
I
quick."
love this because, like, what stupid ass dialogue this is. I love it so much. Just
Just
like
screaming.
so much tell.
What is she on, actually? What is she on? She shuts the door and so that she can like tell the dogs off. She's like, "This is my show. I'm America's sweetheart. They're paying to see me, not you two overbred furballs."
And there's just a production guy right outside the door who definitely
Definitely
hears
listening. And he's like, "I don't care."
I feel like those guys don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
Is what we're learning here.
She says, "Until I can figure out how to get rid of you two, you better watch your step, or you'll learn the real meaning of going home in a doggy bag." I'm like, "You're threatening the dogs?"
You're threatening to murder these dogs, which again, this is an incredible decom for just like the actual plot that's happening within here is insane. How is this the Sharpay movie? How is the Sharpay movie about like an established star threatening to kill multiple dogs?
It is kind of a weird cross between fucking
Just the insanity to
bunch
feel
of
the
dimensions.
need. The insanity to feel the need to tell the dogs, like, "You need to back down." They're dogs.
They
It's
don't
not like
fucking
they
know
can
what's
do
happening.
anything. You tell that to the fucking dog owners and they could maybe
Yeah.
believe it. So the dogs, they're like, that was weird.
Why was
I
she
don't
yelling at
understand
me?
a word of it.
Just sitting there, gentlemen.
And they're
I
just like
love
tilting
that
their
scene.
head.
I think about that scene from time to time. Just like he really just goes in to yell at these dogs about wanting to kill them.
She's on drugs,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty clearly.
So we get the scene where Sharpay's dad video chats her and she needs to run over to Peyton's place with the city backdrop. Yeah.
Yep.
And she's just lying about being in the penthouse. And he's like, "You got into the show?" And she's like, "It's more complicated than that, but it'll work out." And he's like, "Are you hiding anything? You only have 2 weeks left before I make you come home." And she says, "It's fine, Daddy. Okay, miss you. Bye." And she hangs up. And she's like, "Boy has to get the role. I need an advantage over Roger." And Peyton's like, why not just trust in Boy's talents that he'll get the role and let fate take it from there?
Again, why are they painting them out like parents?
Because first off, anybody with eyes would know that Boy is more talented than Countess.
True.
True.
So Peyton probably is like, I ain't worried.
I ain't worried. He's the best choice.
Yeah, obviously. And he also probably understands that Sharpay's a little crazy and probably not going to handle this whole manipulation thing the most sane way possible.
Maybe.
Maybe he's got a better read. Maybe he wants her to fail, though. I don't know. He can slide.
She says, Fate gave a girl in my graduating class one long eyebrow. I can't trust fate. And I'm like, I wonder which girl that was.
I also want to know, do they mean like one long eyebrow lash or was like one
I think
eyebrow
like a
that's,
unibrow.
It was more like one lash being long rather than
It said
Okay.
eyebrow,
Okay.
not lash. Eyebrow.
not lash. I meant like
Oh,
one of her eyes just had like an extra long eyebrow rather than the unibrow setup.
I was thinking, she said just one long.
Notably, this is no character in High School Musical. We know the graduating class.
I thought she was making a dig at Gabriella, that she had a unibrow.
Oh,
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I feel like they could have made a dig that was actually related to one of these
They should have
characters.
made a dig at
pretty
Gabriella.
obvious. Yeah, that would have been funny.
Fate made one
Well,
girl
what
in
has
my
Gabriella done wrong?
Yeah, what has she done wrong?
That's
She's
the
perfect.
problem.
She was pretty and got Troy Bolton to simp for her. And she's nice.
Hate.
I hate when that happens. Fate made
Made one girl freaky science girl, freaky
Fate
math girl.
Fate made freaky math girl and basketball boy get my part in the musical.
Yeah,
Can't
that would honestly work way better.
They should have made a reference to a movie. I don't know why they didn't do
They
that.
Some missed
again, there's like
opportunity.
Yeah.
only a couple references to the first three movies.
One was by Gab.
Yeah.
Oh, also in the
And she
first
mentions
song.
at one point, like, my brother and I would do musicals.
Yeah, and in the first musical too, the poochie and my Gucci part, she also says "Bop to the Top,"
Yeah.
and that's
Which
a
is the name of
reference.
a song in High School Musical 1.
Yeah, that she performs with her brother.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. She says some matters you have taken to your own hands. Cut to Amber Lee firing her assistant for not getting her water because she got hit by a bike and needed stitches.
Skill issue.
How do you get hit by a bike?
Good.
How do you get hit by a bike and need stitches?
Yeah, where does she need stitches? How did she cut her hand or something so bad?
There was a lot happening in that scene that I was just like,
And Amber Lee's
What?
like, and all this time while you were getting stitches, I didn't have water.
Yeah, what do you think about me?
I'm surprised the theater doesn't provide bottled water.
yeah, I feel like they definitely
That's
did.
usually a whole job on the staff. It's just the caterers. If you look in the credits of a movie, all of them always have like caterer.
Yeah.
Whose job is just get food for everyone on set.
And,
But
like,
that may be a
filtered
movie
water.
versus Broadway difference.
Oh.
In
so
New
they were
York, you can
being-
just walk out and get food.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sharpay sees the assistant leaving in tears, and Amber Lee's like, yeah, she quit. It's crazy work. And she also calls her a Sharpie instead of
Yes.
Sharpay.
Yeah, she did, which was kind of a hilarious.
I
She
think-
starts like undercutting her.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
Pretty
Amber
hard
Lee
here.
is doing purposeful or accidental.
I think it's
negging.
his.
I don't know. She's like, oh, Sharpie, and she's like, it's Sharpay.
It's like
Oh,
I
you
like
changed it.
I like that better.
Get better.
And then she calls him girl.
Yeah,
calls
girl.
boy girl.
It's like, it's boy. Oh, you changed it. I like that better. I thought it was earnest.
I could believe either way.
I don't think she was just like playing a very manipulative role here, but
I mean, she is pretty manipulative. Yeah, she's like, oh, next time I'll just have to hire a best friend instead. And Sharpay's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And she's like, I think what you're thinking. Like, they do another little one of those talking things. I didn't write it down though, where it's like, I think what you're thinking, what you think I'm going to think, or something. And Sharpay's like, I'll help you out until you replace your assistant. But of course, this shouldn't affect your decision on who gets the dog role. I couldn't live with myself if I thought I did anything unfair. And coming from Sharpay, this is funny.
this is hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah, because she is sabotaged in the other movies
and in this movie multiple
and
times.
in this movie. And Amber Lee's like, how about dinner? And Sharpay's like, yes. And she's like, make a reservation for 2 and call my assistant to be there. And it's like, oh, you didn't meet with Sharpay.
Yeah, she wanted her agent there.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
Oh,
Sharpay is just getting used and abused for like the rest of the film.
Yeah, and she's getting nothing out of it. Like,
Nothing.
I don't
well,
understand.
Boy will be in the musical is the goal.
Well, the truth is no.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it definitely hurt her chances when she
Yeah.
inevitably crashes out.
But she doesn't have
She
enough
hates to do work.
She doesn't have enough foresight for that.
Yeah, she's kind of dumb.
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a pretty obvious leap here of like, as soon as she starts like treating you like shit from the rip, it's not even like a descent into that. She should probably see that coming.
But she is really good at buttering Sharpay up though, where she's like, "But you're my best friend. So, and I also like your dog." And she sends Sharpay off to tell the sound guy that the mic is hurting her scalp. So, she goes up to the sound guy and she's like, "This is hurting Amberly's scalp." And he goes, "You're hot." And Sharpay's like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "You're hot." She's like, "What?" Like, I understand I'm attractive, but like, what do you, that's a little rude. And he's like, "It means your microphone's on, your mic's hot, so everyone can hear you." And she's like, "Oh, Amberly has a great scalp." And she gives the mic back.
Turns it off.
And it's like, dude, you knew what you were saying was weird.
Yeah, I think he didn't care. I think he was shooting his shit.
Like, she leaves and he laughs. He goes, "You're hot." Like, he's just laughing about it.
I think he was just doing a little joke with
Yeah, that's definitely like a sound guy thing.
There's
Right now.
a couple of notes with him. First one, yes, Mike's being hot is like a terminology. Sure, you could try and explain that, but it's a stupid ass joke.
Yeah.
Second off, with it, they do have to do this because it's like how they're catching her in the like climax of this. This is their exposition of
Yeah.
it.
I'm
So
surprised it came. I was surprised it came back.
They hit it a bit better by making it seem like a more of a joke,
Yeah.
which
True.
is fine. I'm okay with that within there.
Yeah.
And number three, I didn't put this in the factos, but like the guy who plays the sound engineer is like the main cast member for the total drama series. He's the host.
Oh, really?
Uh,
That's crazy.
He's just in this like one scene of the movie.
You're
Just
hot.
random dude. Like 3 bars, they're all the same.
Yeah.
So then Sharpay tells Peyton about being Amberly's assistant, and he's like, "That isn't wise."
Yep.
And
And
but he
it's
doesn't know
funny.
her.
Yeah, it's really funny to me that Peyton's like, this is a terrible, awful, horrible idea. When it's doing really what he's doing, or she's doing what he said to do, just in a little bit different way. He was like, you gotta trust boy and everything, and she's like, trying to work it, but she's trying to work her way up to get this. She's trying to get what she wants and won't take no for an answer.
Yeah. He doesn't know that she's obviously like an evil person, which like Sharpay should have clocked, but obviously is not told him.
Yeah, but he's acting like he does know that.
He does really think. Maybe he also follows the tweets, but figured something out.
I don't know. Sharpay's like, "I'm gonna be BFFs with Amberly since we're so alike, and then boy will get the role, which will lead to my fame." And she's like, "This is the advantage I've been waiting for." And Peyton's like, "Isn't it more like taking advantage?" I'm like, who cares?
It's like Peyton shouldn't have an opinion on this. He can be like later on when it's like she's so busy and clearly like not getting the benefit out of this, then he could have an opinion on it. But right now he shouldn't really.
Well, being an assistant to like a very famous person while you're trying to get on Broadway is probably a pretty good call.
It's probably good, but he's like,
Ashley and Paris Hilton.
he's like,
Is that a
"Why would
thing?
you
Yeah.
work for her?"
Oh no shit. Did not know that.
Yeah, he's like, "But why would you want to work for her? This isn't the way to do it." As if it's like unethical. It's not unethical. Maybe like a little, but not actually.
No, it's how the world works.
Yeah.
Especially that world. So
Yeah, no one's breaking any laws.
She's playing the game.
Yeah,
And he's the one who fucks around to get his way in the world, so
Roger
True.
let a cat loose. Okay, I think this is fine.
this is more above the board than any of the other things that were going on.
true.
Yeah,
Entirely, 100%.
yeah. So that night, in like the middle of the night, Amberly calls Sharpay over to her apartment because the bag was too high, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, even though she was just not even like on her
It's
tiptoes.
just like on a power trip.
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, it was a little bit of a test because only a true friend would come in the middle of the night to grab a bag for me." And Sharpay's like, "Oh my god, so I passed?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Yes, but also get the bag for me."
Yeah, she really was like buttered up by that. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's such a nice thing." It's like,
"Oh my god, I passed." Okay.
"Oh, what?
And then
Like, do you want to keep doing this? Is this something that you're like okay with happening just because she says she's your best friend?"
especially with how disappointed she was, Sharpay's like, You call me just for that?
Yeah. Like, Sharpay definitely wouldn't have done that, apparently.
I would have just slept through the ringtone, honestly. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, she would have been on Do Not.
Sharpay's now doing assistant things. She's like highlighting script changes. And she reads the part about traveling to a new city, New York for fame, but finding love.
Yep. This was the most ridiculously obvious foreshadowing I think
Yeah.
I've seen in any show ever.
And they don't even really ham-fist the romantic plot that much.
No.
Except for like this spot right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because immediately Peyton goes, "Hey, Sharpay,
Hey, I'm
Austin,
Austin.
do you want to get dinner with me?"
Like, it was like she like reads it out loud in her mind, and then it cuts across to him looking at her through the
Yeah.
window.
Be like, hey, look at her.
So funny.
And she's like, I can't, I'm busy with the script. And he's like, okay, but I miss spending time with you and you promised to shoot stuff for my film. He's so needy
Yes.
already. He's like a needy girlfriend.
Attached at the hip.
Yeah. And Sharpay's like, what I'm doing is important too. And Payne goes, whoa, for a minute there, you sounded like Amber Lee. What?
Again, how does he know anything about this girl?
So that wasn't really a sassy line. It's just like, what I'm doing is important too.
Yeah.
Because it is important.
She's being so much more reasonable than she was at the beginning of the movie.
She's being more reasonable than him right now.
Oh.
He's like, whoa. What? Don't clap back at me like that. What, you think what you're doing is important? You're supposed to go to dinner with me and let me film you.
Just everywhere.
Everywhere. Jeez. She has a job now. Let her do her job. She's working for her career. What are you doing?
Probably just being a degenerate film studies.
He wants to go get egg rolls.
This is a good offer. I'll give him that. Chinese food.
Well,
Goes
it
crazy.
was
Yeah.
called Walk in the Park.
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god. A walk in the park.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like-
walk.
that's
That
a-
was
that's a
awesome.
going
It's a
restaurant
good
name.
for a
I
restaurant.
liked it. I liked that a lot, actually. Amber Lee tells Sharpay that her maid quit, so Sharpay has to do chores now.
Man, I wonder why all these people keep quitting.
There was a scene here in the bathroom that was concerning. Was there stuff on the floor leading to the toilet?
Yes.
Don't really address that after. It looks like blood
It was like blood or shit.
or shit. Little
Eyes
drops
are
of
concerning
shit.
for different reasons.
Yeah,
She dripping diarrhea shit on her way to the toilet.
I was so confused.
Meanwhile, the toilet is the cleanest goddamn toilet
I
I've
know.
Toilet ever.
I assume she started with that, but then she's literally wandering.
Well, she's cleaning the toilet. She's like putting the toilet brush in it upside down because
Upside
she doesn't know
down.
what to do.
Yeah.
And it gets
Ew.
tangled in her hair. Whatever. But the toilet's like as clean as it could possibly
Well,
be.
there's shit on the floor right in front of her.
She doesn't care. The only other chore she does is laundry, where she just kind of doesn't know how to shut the door.
Also, her outfit is like wild.
Her
for kids.
outfit is like a sparkly vest with a bow tie, kind of like a butler outfit. It was
Clock that.
crazy. It was wild.
I just couldn't get over the shit on the
I
floor.
don't blame you.
And I really like clocked out after that, and I was like, did I imagine that? Or was that real? Crazy.
I know. I also clocked that on my because I watched it again to write the notes. I was like, wait. What? And then it's the cleanest toilet on the planet. She's not. She's cleaning that.
I don't know.
It's such like a small scene within here. All the montages in this film are weird in their own way.
This is the shortest montage. It was literally just a toilet and the laundry and cutting back and forth, and that was it.
I really thought she was just gonna throw the whole thing of detergent into the laundry.
And then it would be all bubbly. And
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
no, she just couldn't shut the door.
Yeah. I was like, okay. So you do sort of know how to do laundry, I guess.
I know.
It's like,
Yeah. And then the stage manager gives Roger block changes for the dogs. And he's like, can you bring it to Sharpay? And he's like, for sure, I'll bring it to Sharpay. And then he doesn't.
immediately throws it in the garbage.
He throws it in the garbage.
And then they're mad at her for not knowing the changes, and they're like, "We gave it to Roger," and she's
You're
like,
the person
say that.
literally going against you.
They don't even say that. She's just like, what do you mean? I didn't get any stage. Okay.
What's
what-
wrong with this dog?
Yeah, so they're like on stage and the dog comes from the wrong way. And Amber Lee's like, the dog was supposed to come from the other side. What is wrong with this dog? And everyone stares at her like she just said the most awful thing on the planet. And she's like, oh, and is he okay? It's not his fault. He's just a little dog.
Which again, yeah,
It's
this
so
is
sweet.
weird because all she said was like,
What's wrong with this dog? which I feel like
The dog is doing the wrong thing.
the dog's doing the wrong thing, and she's like a little bit of a diva. I feel like this isn't like a whoa, Amberly, you went too far with
This
that
isn't a
one.
mask off
Didn't, like,
moment,
threaten to like hunt the dog, or
which you
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, if she was like somebody fucking murder this dog or something, I'd be like, whoa, Amberly, that's crazy. But if she goes, what's wrong with this dog when the dog's doing the wrong thing? I think that's not crazy.
no, pretty reasonable comment, I guess.
But all the directors are like, wow, this is really going to be the deciding factor in everything here because the dog came from the wrong side in these new script changes that we had
Yeah.
And
And
we just like
Roger,
gave to your opponent.
yeah.
And
And then when
Rod-
you say you didn't have them,
they don't care.
No, we don't care.
They just ignore it. They don't even
they
acknowledge.
don't
She's like,
address it. They just
she's
cut
like,
away to
I
a
didn't
different
get
scene.
it, and they don't care. And then Roger has a shit eating Roger has a shit eating grin on his face, and Sharpay's like, "You did this on purpose," and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." He doesn't even deny it, which is funny.
Once again, the production people selling this production. Because he just like gives it to him and then doesn't bring anything up about the fact that they're like he gave it to Roger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's
at
like,
all.
whatever.
Yeah, because like they just made Sharpay, probably.
Reasonable.
Probably. And they beef more, and then in like the middle of their beefing, they realize their dogs are gone.
You cut to the best part of the movie.
This is the best part of the movie.
Crazy how abrupt it is. I wish they cut to the dogs being like, bark, bark, let's run away together. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
First off, it's just hilarious for these two to be like, "Oh my god, did we push our dogs too hard?
Oh yeah,
Did we
they're
make
like
them?"
they're looking for the dogs, and Roger goes, "Did we push them too hard?"
They're crashing out.
So funny.
Like, I know this is probably trying to be like an allegory for child stars, and that's why it feels like a parenting thing, whatever. I don't care. We're talking about dogs here. This is really funny.
It was
for them
really
to
funny.
be
It's just like the SpongeBob episode
the-
where they push the
the
snails
snail
too hard.
racing.
Do we push them too hard? And then we get the montage of Lucas Grabeel singing "Baby" by Justin Bieber, and the two dogs are in love. They sit on a big pile of trash together.
Which was just piled in the middle of a plaza for no reason.
Yeah.
There was not in anywhere near a trash receptacle.
But then they go from trash pile to carriage ride.
Immediately.
What a beautiful day.
What?
Dude.
This guy is on the carriage is like, yeah, I guess I'll take you two around the block.
Yeah, do you think they paid?
No.
Like that carriage was way too high for them to get up unassisted too. They're
Yeah.
small dogs.
They're
Yeah.
small dogs.
They are small.
These are
So-
first dogs.
Implying that this carriage person put them up there and then took them around.
Yeah. And then they run in the sprinklers.
Yep, that was adorable.
That was really cute. And then they walk the streets of New York at night.
It was definitely like cinematic where it was like in the sprinkler and then they're running together.
And I love it when
I thought they were gonna smooch there, but they didn't.
yeah, it was very like Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
But I love it when Countess was shaking the water off and Boyd kind of like the water was getting on him and he kind of backed away.
Even though he's getting drenched by water right now.
He's kind of like, whoa,
Like, damn, bro, chill.
damn, okay, get me wet.
Countess is kind of a freak, low-key.
Kind of running through the sprinklers. I know, like this drenched dog, like running around in slow mo. I don't know. I bet they had fun filming that.
No, they definitely did. And then they were just wandering him at night and they showed up back at the apartment.
Yeah, they went back to the apartment, and because Sharpay called Peyton, is like, keep an eye on them in case they go back to the apartment, as if Countess would go back, as if they would stay together, which they did.
She had to read, man.
I know, and Sharpay was like, they probably hate each other. They're probably going at each other's throats, but they're actually in love.
It's adorable.
It's so funny.
So Sharpay and Roger are like super sad and worried, and then Peyton just shows up with the dogs. And they're like, yay, our dogs are back. And Roger's like, still on Sharpay, and she's like, yeah, bring it. But you can tell it's like friendlier
They're
now.
like, okay, our dogs are more important than us. So
Yeah.
Well, because they have no talent themselves.
Yeah. At Sharpay's apartment, Sharpay's so happy that he's home, and she's like, Countess probably made him join a doggy gang or something.
Hilarious
And-
line.
Peyton goes, are you so lost in what you're doing that you haven't noticed? Boy and Countess are in love.
How does he know?
How does he? Well, he found them, so they were probably getting freaky.
Oh my! Did Payne walk in on him?
the pain will
Yeah.
walk in on Boy and Countess.
On this
Get it in a
fold-down
bunk.
bed. Crazy.
That was bad. They were just getting freaky. Oh my god.
Counted.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
just love that this is really the plot they
Counted is
decided
the
to
first
go
date
with.
type of girl, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, they've been eyeing each other for a while.
They've been working together for a while. There was some
Yeah.
tension.
I
They took a
guess.
nap together.
True. So maybe this wasn't
A
the first
union
date.
mandated nap together.
Yeah, that's where all good things start.
Yeah. Um, it's like, how could you have not noticed that your dog's in love? And Sharpay looks him in the eyes and is like, oh my god, he is in love. Puppy love. I can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, like there's some like tell. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, his pupils are dilated.
Yeah.
What?
He's a dog.
He looks like dogs look. He's also completely removed from this other dog for like an
Yeah.
hour now.
And then Peyton goes, there's a lot of things you haven't noticed. Like lately, you've had no time for me.
This is such a character change for him in the third act.
What a
He is
bitch.
really, yeah, he's a little bitch. He's so annoying
You still live next to her. You're literally hanging out in her apartment right now.
right now. And he's like, I was counting on you to help me finish my film. And Sharpay says, I will, but things have become more complicated. And Peyton's like, it's not complicated. Amber Lee is using you and you're letting her. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of true. But like, how do you know that?
There's a lot of things here that Peyton just like knows.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
quickly.
Peyton is an all-seeing eye, and they try and get around that a little bit with his camera stuff, but no,
I
no.
mean, I think he literally just stalks Sharpay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, where's the Sharpay that was so determined not to go home because she didn't want to work for anyone? I'm like, this is the lesson that we're teaching kids?
Yes, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Crazy callback of like, you need to be more selfish and self-absorbed and don't do shit for
And
anyone.
don't work for anyone.
Yeah.
And
Don't do an
again,
honest
And
day's work.
it will work out for you.
I
down the
know,
line.
I know, like the purpose of what she's doing, being the assistant, is bad, but there's such an easy way to frame that in a positive light of you are going to go for what you're working like. You're trying to get what you want, and you're putting out all the stops and giving yourself the best opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
That's such an easier moral to do than saying, no, you can't work for anyone. You got to be yourself.
It's-
Not like that diva Amber Lee Jones.
Especially when like they're trying to humble Sharpay a little bit in this movie. They're like putting her in a studio apartment. They can make her do some honest work to
Like,
get what
better
she wants,
herself
to
is
better
what-
herself. But instead they're like, no, Sharpay, you need to be the star. You don't want to work for anyone. What are you, crazy?
It's a wild moral to
It was
take.
ridiculous moral. I was like, this is what?
It's crazy.
And that's like a theme. It's the whole theme of the movie.
Yeah,
It's
that's
as soon as she stops like giving a shit about like trying to reach her goals, she just reaches them accidentally.
yeah.
True. Sharpay says, I know what I'm doing. And Peyton says, you've sold your soul to get Boy into that show instead of trusting in the dog that you raised. Is she selling her soul? Is that really?
I also just love like so to get Boy in the show instead of trusting the dog you raise. Like again, there's a different thing about like training a dog to do all these tricks and stuff. She's not having the parental pride. She never even really feels quote like proud of Boy. I feel with
No.
No.
and
Because
that's
he's a
fine.
dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Know what he like? He doesn't know this is a Broadway show. He's in love, I guess.
Yeah, he's more just talking about that like the moment he had with Countess.
It's like, Boy just has this raw talent that you need to trust in him. And you know what? He's kind of right.
It's so true.
Okay.
It's knowing that the movie forces it so Peyton's completely right in here because he should be goddamn wrong in like everything. He thinks.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sharpay. Oh no, he says, Peyton says, even worse, you stop trusting in your talents to get you where you need to go. She never had a chance with her talents. She has
Didn't
to
get
use
an
the
audition
dog.
with that.
Yeah, she didn't get an
This
audition.
was planned from like day one. Was
Get the dog
You
in
were
the
the one
show.
who were like, let Boy go do this job.
Yeah, but he was doing that just because it's a good opportunity for Boy. Not because when Sharpay was like, yeah, this will be an avenue for me to get famous, he's like, that's a little selfish.
Peyton really views himself like going through the entire relationship status of like first love, getting married, having kids, raising your child, parenting, getting divorced.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sharpay says, maybe you're just jealous because I'm on my way up with my new famous friend, and you're just a student making a film about someone else's life instead of your own.
Kind of fair.
She gets the chance to
She-
say this in this big climactic fight between the two. You know what? Payne deserves to hear
He does
this.
deserve it. Yeah.
Like, he is just a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Just-
Peyton's like, fine, you don't have to be in my movie anymore. I get it. You have more important things to do.
True.
Fine. Yeah. But he goes, but one question. What happened to that hot pink whirlwind of confidence and ambition I saw through my lens that first day? That girl knew she was special and knew she didn't have to do any of this to succeed.
She could just succeed without trying.
Yeah, that girl knew she didn't have to work hard to get anything she wanted. Where's that girl?
Yeah, just self-entitlement.
Yeah. And then he
Stupid.
leaves.
It's like, good sign-off, dude.
This is the lesson. Don't work hard.
Just be rich.
Be rich.
and
and
good things will
privileged.
come to you.
Yeah.
And it's like really lean into that and be an asshole to everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't do shit for no one.
Don't work for anyone.
Yeah.
That's not you.
Yep.
You get what you want without doing
you
anything.
deserve it.
Because you deserve it because
you're rich.
because you're rich and you're talented and amazing
wear
and
hot pink.
sexy.
Yeah.
Sharpay then is signing a bunch of Amber Lee headshots for her.
Classic.
Amber Lee comes in and tells Sharpay to get a bunch of her fans to show up for the open dress rehearsal that like fans get to watch
Yeah, for free.
for free. I don't know.
It was super strange.
It's weird.
Yeah, staffed by the Amber Lee Fan Club.
Yeah. And she's like, you know, it'd be great after all this work, a spa bath. And Sharpay's like, oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And Amber Lee's like, draw one up for me, will you? And also do all of these.
Yeah.
And
Yet again, just getting absolutely run around by Amber Lee.
Yeah.
And is totally fine with it.
Well, later she's in her apartment and she's stressed.
She'd be
She just
stressed
kind
out.
of puts her head in her hands. And that's the
It's
whole
like,
scene.
what's
That's
this
acting.
world come to?
Later the directors are speaking with Amber Lee, saying like, this is a big change, Amber. And she's like, I don't think you're hearing me. And he's like yelling. This is part
This is where she goes completely off the rails.
And Sharpay like sneaks around the corner and starts hearing the conversation without anyone knowing.
Yeah. And she's like, I want you to take the dog out of the show. And they're like, how do we get rid of one of our main characters, the dog, a day before the dress rehearsal in front of an audience? Amber Lee says, the audience is there to see me. And they're like, let's be reasonable here. And Amber Lee says, I'm a star. I don't have to be reasonable.
Very, 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 very crazy turn from her. Like
Yeah.
it was hinted at, but this is where she goes from like 0 to 60.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think the actress had a lot of fun.
Just like leaning in.
Yeah. She says, those mangy mutts are bothering me almost as much as their owners. I actually had to have one of them clean my toilet just to keep her away. Huh. She thinks she's an actress. She acts all right. Acts like every other obsessed fan. And
What
Sharpay cries.
What is an insane thing to be saying when this girl isn't here?
Yeah.
She doesn't think anyone's hearing. She thinks the director is hearing this. And it's just like going on her tangent about how bad this other girl sucks.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't get her way. They keep the dogs in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the dogs are more important to the show than Amber Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole show is about a girl and her dog. So, what does she think the musical's going to be without that? A girl who goes to New York?
No, they've never made that musical before. That's unique.
Yeah, it's never been done.
Never been done.
Never been- Sharpay gets to the outside of the apartment building, and Peyton walks by her, and then Sharpay goes, "Wait!" And he turns around. Like, I love that they fully walk past each other first.
Yeah.
Wait.
This makeup scene was a little mind numbing. I was sitting here like, what is about to happen here?
She goes, "Everything you said, you were right. Yes, thank you." Sharpay says, you must think I'm a total fool. He goes, no, not total. And she says, maybe my dad was right. I'm not ready. Did I really think I would become a Broadway star? And Peyton's like, yes, because that's exactly how you think. It's perfect.
crazy, like reinforcing self-delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you're perfect.
Maybe they
the way you
are perfect for each other because it's actually toxic as hell.
It is,
is.
yeah. But
It
like, I guess it just really plays into her spoiled brat status, which is
Yeah.
kind of what he wants her to be, I guess.
Yeah. And she's
That's
like,
what he fell in love with.
Yeah.
she's like, perfect is so hard. It doesn't prepare you for disappointment.
Deep lines.
Deep. And Peyton's like, well, if it helps, you still look adorable even when you're disappointed.
Deeper lines.
And she's like,
Crazy Riz.
she's like, it doesn't help.
She's like, thanks, but completely ignoring about the fact that I'm disappointed right now.
Yeah.
But thanks for calling me hot, I guess.
Look, Sharpay, there is not a marquee big enough or lights bright enough to contain the fame you're gonna have. Like, Jesus, do we really need to gas her up this hard? Sharpay's like, yeah, but not the way I've been doing it. Like you said, the Sharpay you know isn't the Sharpay that has become the Sharpay that is this Sharpay.
Yeah, that was also probably bottom 5 for dialogue.
And it's a competitive list.
It is.
Yeah. Did all the Sharpays follow that? I sacrificed integrity for opportunity. I let someone insecure distract me. I cleaned a bathroom.
This is her like big triumphant speech.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are the lines that are leading into it.
But worst of all, I disappointed someone I cared about. I forgot what's important to me and I lost track of what I want. This plot sucks so bad for this because all she did was like get an assistant job. She should have like sabotaged it way harder. That would have been
Yeah.
that would have been like your integrity going up in the air.
Yeah, like
Instead,
really
she just got a
selling out.
job. Yeah, she got a job. She cleaned a bathroom. What's
She
wrong with
did
cleaning a bathroom?
work.
Work.
We didn't talk about all the times that she couldn't say the word work, I
Yeah,
feel.
she doesn't
There's
like
like
to
3 of
say
them,
it.
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. Peyton's like, what is it that you want? She says, I want a fair fight, a lifetime in the spotlight, and maybe you'll still let me be in your movie.
And then they don't kiss.
No, they don't. Not here. They just sit on the side.
Crazy. Like
And
somebody I care about, and then he's like, "What do you want?" And it's like they're sitting on the steps next to each other,
Yeah.
and they like look at each other like long gaze,
They cuddle.
and then they just like lean into each other. I was like,
Why don't you kiss me?
"This is obviously the spot where you kiss her."
you haven't watched as many DCOMs as we have. We knew not to expect a kiss in here. It's either at the very end of the movie or the sequel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They are really stingy about
Except-
kisses.
Maybe there's like some PG ratings or something they're trying to keep it
Yeah.
under.
Except for Ring Around the Slide. She kisses multiple boys in that movie.
That's
Yeah.
that's the
What
most
a
scandalous
skank.
one. She has an underwater mermaid dream kiss.
Oh my god, it was incredible. She like
Oh,
he's kissing one boy and then that night dreaming about being a mermaid and kissing the other boy. It's incredible. It's-
2-timer.
It's so good. I love that one.
Crazy. That's almost like Twilight levels.
Yeah, it is pretty great. Okay, so the next day they're at the theater. Countess runs up to Boy because now they're in love, and Sharpay's like, "Okay, I guess, whatever,
Like, fine, get it.
whatever." And she texts someone, and we see Roger backstage, and Sharpay pulls him into a private area, and he's like, "I got your text. What does CQMTWILTGT mean?" I think I said that wrong. Whatever. It means come quick, major trouble. Wow, I look great today.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
I'm actually going to start using that.
Wow, I look great today.
Wow, I look great today.
Roger's like, sorry. Sharpay's like, Amber Lee isn't what you think. And Roger goes, self-absorbed Two-Faced Panther who'd rather eat her young live on a reality show than share the spotlight. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess she is exactly what you
Roger's been here before.
Roger, I saw some stuff in the 3 previous productions Countess has been in.
Yeah, Roger says, I don't care if her parents had to tie beef jerky around her neck just to get the family dog to play with her, as long as Countess is at her side on stage.
Like,
And
Roger's
this is so
very
fair.
healthy view on this.
This is so fair. He's like, I don't fucking care if she's a diva. As long as my dog is the one in the production, who the fuck cares?
Let's just not be the issue.
Yeah. Well, Sharpay's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. She wants the dog part written out.
And then Roger just goes on a temper tantrum because it's fair. She can do that.
Fair.
Completely goes to his 12-year-old self.
Yeah, she goes, that's not fair. And Sharpay's like, whoa. And he's like, I'm 12.
He literally does just say, I am 12.
I'm 12.
It's like, well, why were you so much smarter than me, like, for the last 30 seconds?
She's like, we've been fighting the wrong battle, each other. We need to form an alliance and fight against a common enemy. And he says, zits?
What a stupid
So
joke.
stupid.
Because clearly not.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, Amber Lee, you're never going to win the battle against zits. Tonight is a dress rehearsal,
So
and it'll be
relatable.
filled with her fans. We'll show people who she really is. Again, though, she didn't get the dogs written out.
Nope.
And
Still
again,
there.
though, you are still the enemy with this other dog because you are fighting over the same spot.
Yeah,
That's
they haven't
true.
chosen by now, which is hilarious.
They're on dress rehearsals and they haven't chosen.
Yeah, so it's rehearsal night. Amber Lee's mad at Sharpay for being unreachable all day. And Sharpay's like, well, I just wanted to wish you luck. I know you chose Countess for the show tonight, and I'm fine with that. And Amber Lee's like, well, it wasn't personal. Your phone was shut off, so I couldn't talk to you about it.
So is the definition of personal.
Yeah, she's like, guess that won't happen again. And Sharpay's like, yeah, we're good. Hug. And they hug, and she turns her mic on.
Good play. Honestly.
It was a good
Her mic's hot.
mic's on.
She's hot.
She's hot. She is hot.
So the show's about to start. The director and the writer come out to greet everyone. And Roger sends the dogs off to jump on Amber Lee.
This is their entire plan that they
Assume
come
he
up
rubs
with.
chicken on her.
I think they're just well trained. He's like,
Just
go
jump.
jump on them and bark.
Yeah, their entire sabotage plan is just turn Amber Lee's mic on and then put the dogs near her and she can't control herself. She'll like yell slurs at them.
It's true.
And it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Well, she pretty much has done it before.
Yeah. And so she says, can anyone control these wannabe werewolves? And everyone can hear her tantrum. Which she's right behind the curtain. I feel like even if her mic wasn't on, they would hear her.
Hear this one first. She's yelling.
In the curtain.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's crazy. She says, this is why I didn't want to do a show with dogs. I'm the star, not them. Can someone please put these rats with rabies out of my misery? Anyone? I think she does say out of my misery, which makes
I
sense.
remember listening
Yeah.
to it and being like,
What?
huh?
Everyone is appalled by this.
They pull up the curtain and they all just boo.
Okay, but
No,
the moment where they pull up the curtain, she is saying, the people are waiting to see me. You think all these boring freaks with no lives
Yep.
came to worship two no-name mutts? I don't think so. I'm the one they love. They came to see me, and she
Such
turns
a classic
around.
movie trope that makes no sense in real life of just pulling the curtain up and or like he's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
As if, why would she diss her fans like
Also,
this?
she
Oh,
could
no, she
definitely
did it
feel the
before,
curtain
too.
going up if she actually like had
Yeah.
any physical sensation.
The
You'd hear
lights
it,
and
the
stuff.
lights, everything would feel different.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's just unhinged.
Yeah,
She really is.
she may be having a moment. She's like potentially an abused child star. Who's
Probably
like
is.
growing up
It's like a
into
commentary on Disney itself.
yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe this is because this is a lot. Like again, a lot of the meta commentary in here is clearly applicable to child stardom.
Yeah.
So why can't we give some empathy towards Amber Lee being a potential former child
Well, it's
star?
because she hates dogs.
That's true. That is really just a
She
sin
hates
that's too
dogs.
far.
Yeah.
And they
like-
boo her. The whole audience goes, boo.
And then she run. When she does like temper tantrum, right?
She goes off
runs.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sharpay's like, I knew there's something I forgot to tell you. Careful, your mic's on. And I'm like, why didn't you say your mic's hot?
That would have been
That
the
would have
time,
been a
yeah.
full circle. Missed opportunity. And
So
she's like,
right now.
you did this to me. You ruined me. And Sharpay's like, you ruined you. And Amber Lee's like, what do you know? You're nobody. The only reason you want to be my friend was so I would choose your dog. Oh my god, wait, I totally forgot to do the kazoo. Side note, I have a kazoo and I forgot to play it.
Is this a performance or
Yeah.
I was what
I was gonna do my kazoo in me.
gotcha.
And I totally forgot.
I just thought you chose something else.
No, I just forgot. I guess I'll do a different song. Alright, sorry.
After every musical, Kelsey does a song in kazoo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay, I was gonna do it earlier. We'll do it later. It's fine. He went back to the movie. The only reason you be my friend is so you choose your dog. Sharpay's like, no. At first, I idolized you even more than myself, which isn't easy. You're not at all what I thought you were. And Amber Lee's like, you and I are exactly alike.
Just super true.
It is kind of true, especially the previous movie Sharpay's. Like, that is kind of what Sharpay was like. Sharpay's like, except I don't enjoy letting people down. And I'm like, well, remember in the second movie when you made the whole staff not do the Star Dazzle Award performance so that you would win? And then she says, I don't use people to feel better about myself. And I'm like, again, remember when you like made the whole staff not do the Star Dazzle Award thing so that you could feel good about yourself and win the Star Dazzle Award? That was
I
pretty
feel like
weird.
it's a whole thing about her character is that she is a diva and she does all of these things.
Yeah, I guess she's grown.
Now,
I don't know.
over the last month.
Yeah. And she says, and I definitely don't wear yellow and orange in the same week, let alone the same outfit. And I'm like, burn.
Yeah, actually kind of fair. Just yellow and orange in the same outfit is kind
Oh,
of crazy
that's
take.
rough.
But also, I
Is she
feel like
doing
it's
that?
probably a time that within a week period in these High School Musical films, I wouldn't be surprised if we caught Sharpay in yellow and orange.
I don't think she only wears pink, dude.
She
She did
wore
wear
in
yellow
this
at least
movie.
once in this movie.
She
did.
did,
But
like,
not
it was a little
orange.
dress thing.
I did not
orange.
see orange in this movie.
Yeah, she'll throw in some yellow, maybe an
Maybe a
orange,
blue.
maybe blue. She likes blue. She likes like that deep blue, like
Pink
that
with the
royal
blue.
blue.
Yep.
That was her bop to the top blue. Yeah, she likes blue, but she mostly wears pink and like white and sparkles.
Lots of
Lots of
dazzle.
sequins.
Yeah. She says, maybe I did think we were alike, but not anymore. In fact, I would be embarrassed if someone thought I was like you. And Amber
Damn.
Lee says, well, I quit. Without me, there's no show. Now neither of your furry friends will have their shot, and neither will you.
Well, Constance has already been in 3 productions,
Yeah,
so like
she's
fine.
She shot her shot and nailed it.
Yeah.
But then I love Amber Lee storms out and goes, blame her.
This is your problem.
And she's storming out after roasting her fans on mic.
Yeah. She's like, blame her. It's her fault.
Crazy.
And Sharpay's like, I'm sorry. Someone had to say it. So funny. The director's like, I'll try and talk her down. You leave. Like, you're fired.
She has like a little breakdown in her.
Yeah. And Roger's like, if you go, Sharpay, I will too. And Sharpay's like, no. You wanted this as badly as I did, and this was my idea to expose her, so you win.
Great for Roger. He just got everything he wanted without any issue.
honestly.
Yeah, she says you win, and Roger's like, that's not what it feels like. And they hug. And Sharpay
Roger?
leaves.
Yeah, Roger is a 12-year-old boy. Has some pretty crazy game.
Yeah, for real. So at Sharpay's apartment, Peyton comes over. Sharpay's like packing up all her things, so she's gonna leave. And Peyton,
Depressed.
Peyton's like, I wish you weren't leaving. And Sharpay's like, me too. So what are you gonna do now? And she says, move home where there's enough room for my pores to open, spend months in the spa getting this layer of New York grime off my skin, and mostly miss you.
Crazy.
Lines that can work on paper and never in a million years can work in dialogue.
Just like roasting New York for 2 of them, and then also, I love you. He's like, okay.
Peyton's like, well, I know exactly how to help that. Don't go. And she's like, I already talked to my dad. I'm gonna have to start work.
No! Not like she hasn't been working for the past month.
I know.
Again, even acting is working.
Yeah.
What about your dream of being a star? It's still there, but just a little more of a dream than a reality. Hey, you know what today is? I got here exactly a month ago. My time is up anyway. And Peyton says, that means you still have 8 hours.
Good math, but
Hey.
not how flights work.
Yeah, that's a great point within this. Also, if we just do think about how the math works in there, she got there like during the middle of the day.
You have me till the end of the day.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna take the 11 p.m. flight? That's a thing.
It's so dumb of like, yes, this deadline is such a hard deadline. You have exactly
This is such a
1 month.
real and existing deadline that makes sense.
Yeah. This isn't how my movie is supposed to end. Sharpay's like, I guess it is. And then she gets a call to go pick up all the boys' stuff at the theater. So
Classic.
Peyton's like, I can go with you if you want. And she says, I want.
I'd like that, like a normal
Yeah.
human. That'd be great.
I want.
Oh, thank you. No, I want
I
you. Fuck.
At the theater, the director tells everyone that Amber Lee's quit, so the producers feel that without a star, they can't open.
Let's just hold on that for a moment. Let's let that line simmer within here. Producers, the people who have the money for the show, say, sorry, you don't have a star attached to this that's going to bring fans in.
Well, okay, but then they say the time it would take to find someone who could learn the role and do it well might take weeks, and it would cost too much to keep the production going. So I think they are like, if you could find literally anyone to do it right now.
You're saying it's not the star power side of it, because I feel like the star power side of it makes more sense, especially because how the fuck is there not an understudy
They're not an understudy.
For the lead role?
for the
Yeah.
lead role?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why, like, yeah, the star power thing makes more sense because maybe they did have an understudy, but they're like, she's a nobody. But then they did.
But then they
did
cast a
okay.
nobody.
At least she's rich.
Yeah, but like, look at her though.
She's hot.
She's gonna shine.
And she's gonna shine. She's a star. And
Yeah,
She's
that's
New
right.
York's best kept secret.
that's right.
That's right. So Sharpay walks in and she walks by everyone. It's kind of awkward.
Because everyone's like, well, you're the reason that I'm not gonna have health insurance for a bit.
Yeah,
Oh.
actually. That's pretty much what they were doing with their eyes. So like,
I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. Like, I won't have no.
I don't want to be a barista anymore. That's what they were all thinking.
Yeah, for real. Everyone gets up to leave, and Peyton's like, "Wait, it's not over. It doesn't have to be. There is someone who knows the part and is amazing. All right, maybe she's not a star yet, but she will be. This show will make her one."
Peyton pulls out his ever-present just gadget.
His laptop.
Pulls out his laptop, which is black screen the entire way through, and he hits the
going-
spacebar 3 times, and it starts playing.
Immediately.
So funny.
He had this shit on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew
It-
what was coming.
He's like, "Everyone look at this video I have." And it's Sharpay on stage rehearsing with Boy like after hours.
Mhm.
It's so dark. And she's like, "Okay, Boy, let's do the scene where you're consoling Laurel." Was that the? I think it was like Laurel.
No.
I think it was Yanny.
Laurel and Yanny.
Yeah.
Wow, good callback.
And okay, so she sings a song, and I think it's so dumb that she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna sneak on stage to rehearse with Boy," when all Boy does is run up to her and then run away as she
She's
sings
like,
the
"Yes."
whole song.
lays down for the rest of the
Yeah,
song.
Boy was barely necessary for that whole thing.
She just wanted to sing a song.
Yeah,
What
which
is
like
fair.
cool. If I was like alone in a theater after hours, I would probably also perform a song.
I'm New York's best kept secret.
He does not crush that performance.
Whatever you want, I'll do it. Oh, and I wrote down the line, "You'll be totally impressed. I'm New York's best kept secret." It's like
Not a-
totally impressed is the lyric. Like the lyrics are so bad.
Yeah, it's not it.
But everyone and their
Loves it.
dog loves it.
Yeah, and this is where in my notes I wrote my tangent about the musical. It's about a girl who goes to New York with her dog to be a star, and I guess she falls in love. It's just this movie, which is not a good plot. A Girl's Best Friend and Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure both suck.
Well, which one has dog falling in love subplot?
Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
True.
That's pretty fucking incredible.
Well, make-
Which one has like a former child pop star yelling about wanting to murder dogs to just the
True.
dogs?
True. Yep. To nobody else.
But literally, this musical has no substance.
Yeah, no.
She's just like,
This
I'm here with
ain't
my
this isn't
dog.
getting picked up. I do not know what the producer's seeing this other than the gimmick of there being a dog in it.
Yeah.
I think
Which is
that's
why
right.
like maybe like it was such a big deal to have Amber Lee in something. Maybe she was that big of a star.
I think she is.
It's like Taylor Swift going to a Broadway.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a
like,
dog.
You could literally do anything.
You could literally do
people would
anything.
Still show up.
Yeah, they would.
But then when she moves off after a week,
But then when she says, "I fucking hate dogs," everyone's like, "Boo."
Fans.
Yeah, and she quit.
imagine if Taylor Swift had drama that big.
Kind of does.
That's
Somebody should hot make Taylor Swift. See what happens.
Dude, you like hot. Okay. Everyone is so impressed with this video, right? The directors tell Sharpay, like, you have more depth, range, and tone in one note than Amber Lee had in her entire surgically reshaped body. There's not a body shaming in this scene.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, more tone. I don't think you want to have multiple tones in one note.
That's a good
I was like, what?
That's like a right comment.
more tone?
all of the tones.
She's hitting multiple different notes on the same
Yeah.
note.
And that's
Get
where
out of here.
the director and the writer going back and forth is actually really funny in this scene. They're like, "We'll promote you as the girl we're promoting."
I do love that.
Producer,
No
shit.
Well, it's great because it's actually a double pun with it. They're promoting her, and then they're also promoting
Oh
her.
my god.
Yeah,
It's
so
so
funny.
dumb. It actually is great.
And Sharpay, they're like, "We need you to save the show." And Sharpay says, "Seriously?" And they go, "We know it's a risk, a gamble, a risk. Did I already use risks?" You did. And true, we did fire you. But now I'm unfiring you. Can we do that? Just did. Good for us. You say.
Yeah, they had like a lot of like little relationship
Yeah.
energy going on.
I liked it.
They
I
were,
thought it was funny.
Those two are smooching.
oh, for sure.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
they suck each other's dicks all the time. We're like, did you? And then you wrote about how the envelope was wet. Oh, that was so funny.
So smart. Yeah. Okay. So that happens, and then what is it? It cuts to the scene, right?
Well, no, because Sharpay has to get more digs and more body shape, right? She says, she's like,
Stupid.
I guess we could get the costumes in a few sizes. Damn. And
Kimberly is not
she's not
big at
that-
all.
No, and Sharpay's like taller than her. Like, it's you're not going to be taking those costumes in. If anything, you need to like the height. You need to like tailor whatever. It's like just such a dig at Amber. Like Amber Lee's fat. Like what? No, she's not. We need to get the costumes in a few sizes and get everyone used to hearing the song sung on key.
Burn. Fucking got him.
But there's one condition: Boy and Countess share their role equally.
That confused. How does that work?
Well, they'll just do every other show.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I don't see
That's
Countess in this
confusing.
final musical number.
It's so true.
And that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fucking line
they'll
happened?
just split the week because you
Okay.
do like 9 shows a week, don't you, at Broadway?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Like
a lot for a dog.
for a dog, I feel like you should be having
Plus, he
multiple
has to have his
dogs.
mandated naps in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah, the dog
true.
union's probably very happy about.
Yeah, they're like,
bingo.
yeah, let's split the role. Sharpay thanks Peyton, and he says, "This is it, the chance you've been waiting for." And she's like, "What if I'm not ready?" Like she just needs him to gas her up even more,
Yeah.
even though everyone's gassing her up at all times. And he's like, "You are ready. Everything in your life so far has been leading to this moment, your moment. Embrace it." And she says, "I'm scared." And he says, "Finally."
That's creepy as fuck. I was like,
Finally.
That's what leads into their kiss.
Yes.
yeah.
And then it's not a peck.
No,
It's a full smooch and
I
a
just,
hug.
I just don't get like how you missed the stair scene. Actually, kind of romantic.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
really advocating for it, and instead go with, "Are you scared yet?"
oh, you're finally
Finally.
scared.
That's such a turn on for me. Smooch, like what?
What? Finally?
Fucking weirdo.
What do you mean? You've been telling me to be confident the whole
Whole
time.
Like he was just undercutting her. I don't know.
It's so weird.
Weirdo.
Peyton's weird.
Now we are actually at the final number,
Yeah.
final scene within
The
here.
final number.
Which terrible.
Oh my god.
All the songs are bad.
It's
here.
just
I
like
honestly-
riding around on a hot dog cart. That's pretty much the scene.
Yeah.
So true.
like I'm just like, what is?
Yeah, so
What?
the opening night, like her parents come in and they meet Peyton, whatever. The show starts and they do The Rest of My Life, which feels like a closing number, right? Which makes sense for the movie, but not for the musical.
Yep.
that
Girl's
we
Best
just
Friend.
saw basically open the curtain. It doesn't make any sense within there. So I just assume they like hand waved and said, "This is actually the end of the show."
Yeah. That's what I assumed as well. 'Cause that
guess
was
we can
But
definitely-
for being the end of the show, they don't show the dog very much. Maybe the dog dies.
No, the
No,
dog's
the
just in
dog's
her
there at
arm.
the end.
Never mind.
Like
She's just holding him.
she's holding the dog, she puts the dog away, she does the number, and then she brings the dog back for the end.
Yeah.
And there's like dancers all over the place.
They're like going around behind her, and she's
There
just
are
riding around.
so many backup dancers within here, which makes no sense for a Broadway show where every person they're like always trying in a Broadway show to limit how many people are on stage.
I don't know. Some have like a bunch of dancers, like Newsies.
They're still trying to limit as much as they can
Yeah,
because that's a bunch of different people you have to pay. That's where a lot of the money comes in.
that's true. And there's like a breakdancing guy. She like hugs the mailman at some point. There's a guy with a kazoo for the kazoo solo. See, I brought this back.
Good segue.
Yeah, thank you.
And actually plays my kazoo in me.
And they bring back my boy and me, but it's my Kazumi. No, they do. I'm gonna do the final number. Okay, let's go. That's all I know.
Liar.
The rest of my life is starting to die. Easily and finally on my way. Yeah, and that's really it. I think this is the best song in the movie because it's like the most like a song.
I think it's also the best song in the movie, and it's nothing positive about this.
No,
No.
It's just it's the most complete.
Yeah, it has way less auto tune
yeah.
too than the other ones. And is actually a song, unlike the 2 audition ones, which were just
Yeah. I also just still hold that she does not want to be a Broadway star because this song is a pop performance. And at one point, they get the audience to clap along. When does that happen on Broadway?
It can happen in ending credits. That's why I'm like,
This is the
it
ending
happens
song.
sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. The song ends and it's the end of the movie. And then in the credits, there's a remix of Fabulous from the second movie. I want Fabulous. And that's her song in the second movie.
good.
And in Disney Channel, when it aired, apparently Netflix is when they had Ryan show up at her apartment and he's like, "Oh my god, you're on Broadway. That's so awesome." And she's like, "Yeah, and you're touring in a show." Apparently, even though
He's also doing that.
he got a scholarship to Juilliard,
He
so
should
he
still
should
be in Juilliard,
should be
unless
at
this is
Juilliard.
years later. In which case, why is she still in this dingy apartment?
Yeah, why is she in the same apartment?
Romance.
And then he gets flipped on the bed, and that's it. But yeah, that's the movie. That's Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Was it fabulous?
It was pretty entertaining.
Was it
other than that?
Was it an adventure?
Barely.
I feel like that's a good description of the movie within here.
I wish we got to see what his grade was for the short film. I think
I
it
wish we got
sucked
to see
ass.
anything of
Fucking
like
fat
this
big
actual
F.
show. It's either
Such a missed
really good
opportunity.
and interesting, or absolute ass.
Just such a missed opportunity to do like the end credits over a whole bunch of cuts of like him filming her.
Yeah,
doing
that seems like
stupid
such an
takes.
easy
Yeah.
thing within here. It's just again, it's wild that the only footage we get to see in it is just like his big moment of giving her a big break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, did she work and deserve all of it? She's using him. He was always like, "Don't use someone else. To just trust in your dog and your own talent to get your way."
He closed. He's now the heir to the Evans family fortune.
So
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
So true.
he's playing for himself, and I can respect that.
I can respect that.
It's gonna pay dividends.
And
for him.
he knows what a talent boy is.
This movie is quality-wise one of the worst DCOMs, but enjoyment-wise, way better than a lot of the worst DCOMs within here. It's one of the ones like I talk all the time about how a lot of enjoyment within watching Disney Channel original movies are ironic enjoyers.
Yep.
This is like potentially one of the biggest ironic enjoyers because there's so little I genuinely enjoy about this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy the insanity of dog falling in love plot and yelling about murdering dogs, but even then, that's more ironic enjoyment because the content isn't good.
No.
It's not.
You don't watch it for the plot. You watch it for the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Final Jang House ranking was 77. Benji has it at 68, and I have it at 73. So we're not that different, actually, in our overall rankings. I have it at the bottom of my C tier.
I think the reason this led to so much argument is we have it as a Jank House ranking one spot above High School Musical 3.
That's crazy.
And that's where Kelsey's a huge High School Musical 3 defender. And everyone else in the house I was doing these rankings were like, no, you know what? High School Musical 3 is actually
Just
shit.
ain't it.
This movie is worse than that. It is. You can't tell me this movie's better
Yes
than
and no.
It's not better than High School Musical 3.
I get more enjoyment out of this movie than I do High School Musical 3.
That's insane.
Is it about entertainment or quality?
Generically, I ranked on entertainment.
Well, that's the thing about High School Musical 3 is that, like, since it was a theater release movie, the quality of production is higher, but, like, the plot and the heart is missing.
The heart is so absent from High School Musical 3.
Plus,
It
it's
has
such a big step down from the
it
previous
has
two.
14 songs, and 1.5 of them are good.
Yeah, they just fill it with so many songs that it's just like oversaturated that way. So I like to view it as just like a series of music
It's
videos.
basically an album.
Yeah, which I enjoy to a certain extent. Like I don't think it's as good as the other High School Musical movies, but I enjoy like these characters. I like these actors. I like doing fun musical numbers. You know, way better than this movie where the music sucks ass. There's only
And
4
there's like
songs.
almost no redeeming parts besides 2 dogs who don't have any lines.
Yeah, and it's like kind of funny how ridiculous it is. But aside from that, this movie sucks ass. I can't believe I don't have it in D tier. It's at the very bottom of my C tier.
I'll just say, watching it, I watched it by myself today.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't like trying to turn it off. I wasn't putting on like 1.5 speed.
That's fair.
You know, like it was
It's
was
watchable
entertaining.
slop in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are certainly decons where like, God, I just want to turn this off right now.
Yeah.
That's not this one.
This one, yeah, no matter what you can say about this one, is it passes the worst bar basically anything can make it. It's not offensive enough like Zapped is, which is our absolute worst decom within here.
Oh,
But like with the rest of our F tiers of everything here, are movies that are just struggles to watch because they're so boring or so irritating
Mhm.
that it sucks to get through. This movie, I could throw this on at various points if I was just like, I want to see something and be like, how does that exist?
Yeah,
This
that's
is
dumb.
stupid. But like in a fun way.
yeah. All right. Well, that is Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Thank you, Kevin, for joining us.
Of course, loved it.
Totally derailed our Even Stevens podcast. That's totally okay. Though.
Yep.
We had to do this one, and you're in town.
Hell yeah. No, it was awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome to come back on if we can make the time work and if there's another film you want to see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to look at the list of what you guys got coming up, but maybe some.
Yeah, I know we're getting kind of close to done. Like, I mean, we still got like another year, but
We
it
probably
feels
got a
like
year and a half left of this.
yeah, but it feels like a lot less. Like we're well over half
Mm.
way done, and we release every other week, so that's why it's slower.
Mm.
But yeah, it's crazy.
To always just do Disney movies at a certain point too. If you want to go like up a bit in quality.
No, I'm retiring after this. I'm like, I don't know.
Don't got the legs in you.
I don't got the legs to do 5 more years of this. I don't think so. But yeah, for now, Disney Channel original movies pretty fun. This concludes the entire High School Musical series franchise.
There you go.
We did the original trilogy and the spinoff now.
Unless you do end up doing that spin-off podcast with Ben on High School Musical, the musical series.
That would be kind of fun. Yeah. Go episode by episode.
That's the most likely thing to happen as a spin-off.
Yeah, that's true. We just shit on that show. Like that's the only show
she's ever said she's actively hate watched.
Yeah. Where I was so there every time a new season dropped, and I would just hate watch my way through it. I'm like, this sucks so bad. I can't wait for the next episode.
Give me more.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you guys for listening. If you have any thoughts on Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, you can email us at thedcomduo@gmail.com. Normally, we spin the wheel and see what movie we're going to watch next. However, we already promised Steven Stevens. Also, our friend Bay, who's been on the podcast, is going to come and record an episode with us. So the next episode is either going to be Even Stevens or the episode with her, which is going to be Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. We've already decided.
Yeah. So we're doing one of those. We still have to figure out stuff on our end schedule-wise of what's going to happen.
If I had to guess, it's probably going to be Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's Even Stevens. I don't know.
So stay tuned for that. Are we going to do like 2?
We already did an Even Stevens one. Let's just do like a next time on bit.
You get to join in on this as well.
Oh, hell
Even though you don't have to be here next time. Don't worry.
Hell yeah. No, I'm
you
all
can be
in.
Bay.
I could pretend to be Bay?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You can be Kevin.
Okay. I'll pretend I'll be that. I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Scenes from our next episode.
Man, I really love baseball and I'm so good at it. But
My dad coaches me.
But when I'm depressed and sad about the fact that I only actually care about cooking instead, I'm still a fucking slugger who hits home runs all the time, but I forget to put my foot on first base when I play first base.
Damn, that is tough. Defensive liability, but an absolute home run hitter.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Probably cook instead.
Probably just enter a cooking competition run by Bobby Flay.
Yeah, and probably win $1 million or dollars
Dollars.
to be able to just do this cooking competition that two kids from the same high school get into.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy. It's like a
I think Clay just
televised thing.
loves that high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. It's very High School Musical. This movie is High School Musical because it's like you can't play baseball and cook. And also, the guy from High School Musical 2 is the dad in this movie, which is crazy.
So he's just projecting on this
yeah,
kid that he
and
can't
then-
have multiple interests.
And then the whole baseball team goes woke. They're like,
They're like,
"How dare you make
say,
fun of
how dare you say throw like a girl when I am a girl?
I am a girl and it's fine. And also, don't make fun of my dad for being a nurse. He's awesome." And the coach is like, "Oh my god, I
The
fucked up."
Just like, wait a second. Is the woke agenda legit? Oh no. And then the one friend who's like been bullying about cooking the whole time is like, you know what? Go and cook. I'm gonna go win this game for our team, even though you are literally the only one on our team good at baseball.
But when he's sad, he doesn't keep his foot on
When he's
on
mad,
first
he doesn't
base.
keep his foot up first base. And again, I will go on for miles about this in the episode. He just decided to write a character who is like slumping when he's depressed. That happens all the time.
Troy Bolton does it.
Yeah, it happens all the time in sports movies. I'm used to that. But they made the insane decision to have him slump at defense instead of offense. Which
He's
makes
just hitting bombs.
how do you
Like he's still very
He's
valuable
literally-
to the
He
team.
literally hits a home run in the middle of like his slump within there. He's like, well, my offense is still fine. It's my defense that's bad. I can't remember as the first baseman to touch first base.
Put him in the outfield.
Yeah, I feel like it's an obvious solution, and it's
Put him in
just
right field. Kids don't know how to hit it there.
Exactly.
not putting him at first base,
Yeah.
which is like the number one place where you have to keep your foot on the base.
It's so dumb.
My favorite part is at the cooking competition, he forgets that he needed to incorporate lemon. It's like part of the
They're
cooking
playing
competition.
Chopped.
They're
That's
playing
the
props, right?
competition.
Like, here's your ingredients, make a dish. And he's like, fuck, I forgot lemon. I only have 5 seconds left. His dad baseball throws him a lemon because his dad showed up to
But he
support him,
didn't
right?
keep his foot on first base.
And
He
he,
doesn't get on the cake in time.
he grabs like a grater and the lemon and he lemon zests it. Just right on top of his food, he gets some lemon zest on there and he holds up the lemon and goes, got lemon. And
And it's like this triumphant scene, and it just go, I got lemon.
I got lemon, and it counts. He got some lemon zest on there.
Oh yeah, that's what he needed.
Yeah, I guess.
Good. Was it like looking like it was going to be a good addition, or was it?
He doesn't win.
Should have stuck with baseball.
Yeah, and also
He's definitely better at baseball than cooking, and he's good at cooking.
and his dad knows how to crack an egg with one hand, and it blows his mind. Crack.
That's like enough to just like.
He's like,
make
oh my
it
god,
everything.
I can relate to my dad. He knows how to crack an egg with one hand.
Wow.
Believe it or not, this movie is actually pretty fun.
I love this movie.
This was a good one.
Faye's gonna be on it because she loves Bobby Flay.
Hell yeah.